716.
Let's go.
It's Big Frank in the morning, Jay Cherie keeping it going. We got them hot topics, local news, and BGC flowing. We got Big Kev on the air, Dark Knight flying in here. It's Fire 716 and we rocking it here. Hey. Let it out, son.
Good morning, people.
Morning. How y'all doing?
Got a wailing in the spirit.
Let it out, baby. Just wail in the spirit. Get your freedom. They got it yesterday at the office. Get your freedom. You was asleep.
Get
You got your freedom at the altar yesterday, sir. But it's okay. Let it out now.
Just say, you got my man smoking out the window. I ain't never picked a cigarette up in my life. He said, you never picked up a cigarette in my life. You got me smoking out the window.
You got me smoking out the window.
Went to the corner store, got a pack of Cools. Hit that joints like 4 times. Like, you know what? As you pulling it out.
No, because you got to pack it back in.
As you pulling one out,
The
you like.
real smoker's not a smoke out of window.
you pull that joint out, you like, this motherfucker.
This one right here.
Got me.
Like,
Got me.
Dude, it's like nothing. Honestly, it's nothing but the grace of God that I still have lungs. I used to like take the
Yeah.
filter out the Black and Mild
Oh, you nasty.
and then seal it back on to get that extra kick.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
man.
nah. You nasty. Not even. Just nasty.
Dump 'em out and take that little piece of paper out the middle
Yeah.
and refill it. No. See you later. Too much
No,
spray.
but if you did it the right way, I wouldn't have to take nothing out. I just pulled that joint right. So the stuff stayed in, sealed it right back up. It's like I said, it's a miracle. I still have lungs.
No, for sure.
Like I said, that's just
Like,
nasty.
what did you do?
Right.
It's nasty.
I'm not.
It's nasty. You got to move me. You got to move me one. You have to move me down one.
No, it's fine.
You can't hear anything, or you good?
No,
Oh.
these are the headphones from there.
Gotcha.
No, my headphones out the route. I said you got to move me down the microphone.
Yeah.
That's all.
Oh.
Tomorrow.
This post is mad inappropriate. This dude, you know who this guy is? Never mind. He's an adult film star. That's why I laughed. 'Cause I
From
was,
them old joints.
he was like, we all grew up on their films. I'm like, huh? It's right, but it's wrong. That shouldn't be funny, but it kind of is.
So, and I came, I was like, I don't know who this person is at all.
Like I said, your innocence is well preserved, and I am not mad at you, sir. Stay that way.
No, like I never watched it before. It's just I don't want to talk about it. But
You always felt conflicted.
no, I was very specific about the adult content I took in.
That's a fact.
Never watched any with a guy in it. Never have I.
It's the dance for me.
Fire 716, your boy Big Frank. You're locked into Big Frank in the morning. What it is, what's up, what's going on, what's happening around the world, how you living, how you breathing, how you moving, how you shaking your tail feather, how you moving with the switch of the weather.
I'm not doing well. It's messing with my sinuses and it's kind of making me mad.
It is Monday. How y'all feeling? What's going on in your world? How was your weekend?
I'm woke. I'm woken up. I'm woken up. I reconciled with my wife. I'm happy.
Oh, come on, ain't that like a
What?
record inside?
Let's high five for that because reconciliation is in the room today. When I say reconciliation,
No, valid. You have no idea. Valid for the husbands in the room. For all those who've been suffering for a while.
Yeah.
Welcome back to a better place.
Reconcile
To a
to my
better.
wife. God has
when
God has been
the
good
husbands
to
are
me.
going through it, if you haven't listened to the broadcast, okay, it's been rough, okay? It's been
They've
different.
been hurting.
It's
a lot.
It's not even that we've even been hurt. It's just been awkward. I love you. My love hasn't faded, but You feel me today or no?
Facts.
Yeah.
You love me today or not?
Or no, definitely. But you know, maybe it's the blue hair preacher because she was like, Frank, Kevin, Crystal, y'all come out here and I have an assignment for you.
Right,
Listen.
Walk out the door one way and come back different. Oh, here you go.
Listen, I was telling Kevin in the car. I said, "Bro, okay." So I was like, first of all, let me preface this by saying this: get you a friend. Do one of these. Get you a friend that be like, in a nice way, wrap it up. Because I didn't realize I was going over. Like, I was like, nah, because the last time I preached and it was like, you got 7 to 10 minutes, I was done in like 6 and it was looking at me. So I was trying, whatever. But like, God gave me, the vision to do this. And I was telling Kevin in the car, I said, when I ain't see Crystal in the room, I was like, oh, maybe I missed it. And then she walked in and I was like, crap, now I got to do it. But like, walking, like telling y'all to walk to the front, I was trying to read past her face. And I was like, is she okay with this? Like, should I have run this by her before? Oh, now I feel awkward. But like, I was telling Kevin, I said, okay, she was in the zone. She was like, okay. Because when she came back in, she looked totally different. I said, okay, thank God. But no, that's what God was telling me. Like the preface, if you did not come to Covenant of Grace, it really was your public, basically your public situation is now your public release.
Yeah.
Referencing Acts 1 is, Acts 16, end of the chapter. But like walking out one way and walking in another way.
Yeah.
Said, okay. And I was like, oh, the people better get what you need. Get what you need, people of God. Get what you need.
So I guess the house changed because immediately my brother's profile picture changed.
Right.
I said, oh, he different.
I said, oh, Kevin came in with good clothes on.
Yo.
Like, I said, oh, he ain't got the hoodie. Look at him put his button down in his dress pants.
You know what I said? I said, either he had an event or he going to one.
So Saturday I had to lay my cousin to rest. And it was different.
Yeah.
His body wasn't in the room. Like we didn't have enough money.
Gotcha.
For a funeral, but we had a memorial service.
Yes.
And when I say the energy in the room was conducive to like anything can happen.
Yeah.
And this is at a funeral. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For somebody who was struggling with I won't even say with their religion, but like they were on their way to becoming, but sickness hit.
Yeah.
But I felt different when I walked in.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, it's time. So I walked in the church. Ebony was like, you wearing that today? I was like, yeah. She was like, okay.
You mean in uniform? Okay. No. No, but definitely.
And then, my fault.
Yeah.
But then just saying what she said pretty much confirmed how I was feeling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Change is on its way.
Yeah.
And when late in the midnight hour.
No, like, for those who don't attend Covenant, we have three Covenant members and a bystander.
And a bystander.
Very, very much welcome.
Right.
He did his sermon without doing his sermon. He was on the shift, but not on shift.
The service was just on point yesterday from beginning to end. And it was good. It was good.
Yeah, I love the way the unusual speakers teach.
Yes.
And bring the word across because they do it in a way of they're learning it as well.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like it's easier for us to get it and understand.
Yeah, right. Not coming in with
always go into the right vein.
Because 10 a.m. was
what?
10 a.m. was boss.
Yeah.
Seeing Crystal and her teaching and like Cherie and her Baptists on the inside.
Those listen, like who's these people?
Ministers at the church, and then Cherie and her
this
Baptist
Sunday recap service,
and then keeping it.
Yeah,
no, for sure.
It was cool. So
and I'm proud of Keith. Keith was a great closer.
Yeah.
I said, "Oh yeah, go ahead, Doctor. You can pastor here. You definitely can." No, it was good, man. I was excited. Worked last night, Slept last night.
Hey.
Put that together.
Almost got fired.
Every day is a walk of faith.
All
Right.
I'm gonna say is I was texting my wife at 1:30, 2 o'clock, and then 5 showed up. Oh, okay. I said, well, the Lord knows what you need. And I was attempting to do other tasks. I really have a task to complete, at least by Wednesday.
Mhm.
That is very crucial to the development of, like, crucial,
Yeah.
critical. Like, the whole thing will fall apart if I don't do my due diligence. So I'm working on that slowly, but I just failing. But nevertheless, it's gonna be good. I'm gonna get it done. I gotta download some music, get it done.
Your body knows when you're at work. Oh, he's sitting.
No, and that'd be the problem because I'm sitting.
Yeah.
People walk by, I gotta pretend like, distraught. Where am I? You know? Listen, I'm not going. I wake up walking in the walls like because I gotta pretend like I have to pretend like I've been doing
Right.
work. And so I can't be like, so I bounce up, I go. Wall, stumble. Hey, what you mean? Ridiculous.
Yo, that's stupid.
This crazy. I slept so hard.
My son's in the background.
Like I slept so hard one day last week that I woke up. No, Monday.
Mm-hmm.
I slept so hard Monday. I thought it was Tuesday when I woke up.
Oh wait,
Right.
It'd be like that sometimes.
But like I woke up confused and then upset because I was like, "Yo, I missed the radio station." It's Monday evening, ma'am.
You executed your assignment.
Listen, like
Woke up, it was
woke
dark.
up in a panic.
It was
like,
8 o'clock. She like, hold on.
Wait a minute.
I'm supposed to be
woke up in
somewhere.
a straight panic. Like, oh my god, it's still Monday.
Listen, it's going down this morning. We get back. It's going down this morning. When we get back, we get into Big Girl Chronicles right here on Fire 716 Big Frank in the morning.
Just whispering like, watch out for the finger.
Yeah, fixed that. I'm like, you struggling over there?
Because it was like sliding off, but I didn't want it to like hit the crash in the middle of the broadcast.
Bang, boom.
Oh, yeah. And then these last couple of weeks, just at church, God's been confirming something I said to somebody, and I never understood how good that felt. You know what I mean? Like because you know how you say, well, probably not now. You probably don't feel that way, but you know when you say something to somebody and you like, God said this to me to say this to you. I swear He did. Mid-conversation, like you just mid-conversation, you just start letting them have it, and then it's like, and then you like, man, I hope that was God. You know, I hope that it wasn't just good wisdom. You know what I'm saying? It came out the joint, and then go to church for the next like 3 weeks, and God confirming. Is you confirming, Lord? Let me do it one more time for you. Bam. You know?
Do it one more time.
Like real talk though, I had to have a Frank myself moment because when you go see Mama Tammy.
Hey.
Yeah.
Praise. Okay. Then I got the message. Yo, God don't have me out here looking crazy. Frank was like, all I heard in your voice, you just gotta say the word. Like, it's not up to us to interpret what it is. Just I was like, God, like a real contrary.
Just
what I just prayed. The both of us out here, yeah, and it's looking real contrary.
Because we pray with expectation. We pray with hope. We pray with the desires and believing and trusting that He. All right, God.
You ever?
I was like, it's looking real contrary though.
You ever prayed real good one time? He was like, "Oh yeah, that was a good prayer." Then the next time you pray, he was like, "Oh, that was terrible." But the terrible one was the one that was. He was like, "Oh, I was like, oh, I didn't even like this one. I couldn't even say how I was really feeling. Like, oh, that's the one that's the one you need. Oh, okay, all right, Lord.
You have the most dangerous. Now look,
Do your work?
No kind of fear in your voice. Like, oh, now look, God.
Do your work? Yeah.
You said.
No fact.
I'm gonna need you to go on and honor this. Out here having me looking real bipolar. I'm gonna need you to say what you gonna say.
No, right.
Do what you gonna do. I was just
Yeah.
I apologize. I didn't mean to come at you like that, Lord. I was just, you said to give your word back. I was giving you a word back.
You told me to come. You told me to come to the with boldness. This was the boldness I had. I'm sorry.
You honor your word above your name. I was just reminding you what your word was. Like, I didn't mean it like that.
Boy, you good?
I'll just come boldly to the throne. That's all. I'll just come.
I would like to know why officers have to dress up. I'm in uncomfortable clothes because, like, the whole office, so they have like
a
contest.
You know what it is?
And they need all the people participating in the contest, like in the office. Like, it don't count if everybody. Granted, I found all these clothes in my closet. Simultaneous outfits. We just gonna put this all together. Probably, I may go pick up a different fitted, but like for the most part, for real. Why? I don't believe in Halloween. Why do I have to be a participant?
Just out here killing it today, y'all see her. Go on Facebook. A man gonna walk into that room like, who you? Who is
Jay Shree? It's on you.
What's good, everybody? You already know what time it is. It is Big Girl Chronicles' journey to health
Turn your
and
mic back on.
freedom. It's a movement. Is my mic on? Yes, it is. No, it wasn't. There we go. Welcome to Big Girl Chronicles' journey to freedom. It's a movement. And on this Halloween Monday, where my headset is everything on this side is malfunctioning. But no, on this Monday, I wanted to really encourage the people to stop conforming, but also learning how to be bold. So let me explain, because there's always a story.
Tell it.
So my dear brother, Big Frank, he knows that I recently dealt with a situation, got some information about somebody that essentially kind of hit me in a place, it broke my heart, and it kind of caused me to fall back for a brief moment. It was only a couple of days, but fall back into conforming into I'm just not sure. I'm just not this person. Like, just made me just really question my abilities to be who I am in God, because I was like, dang, did I miss this? Did I not see it? But on Sunday, Sunday. In the middle of preaching this message, I actually ended up preaching myself free out of this mindset, and became bold into who I am, realizing that my identity was no longer wrapped up in somebody else, but it was who I was supposed to be. And I was having this conversation with a friend on Saturday, and I said, I found my identity in understanding that I am not the mini version of this person. My actual personality is the blue hair preacher and things of that nature. And what am I trying to say with this Big Girl Chronicles? You cannot keep conforming to who you are because you are connected to somebody, or or thinking that your identity is part of somebody else's identity. As much as I love my apostle, I will not, my personality and who I am is not wrapped up in my apostle. It's wrapped in God, and I just have attributes of my apostle. And so in this edition of Big Girl Chronicles, I'm admonishing you to find your own identity. Just because you're connected, that doesn't mean that you have to merge who you are to be like them, to prove that you're part of the relationship, or to prove that you're a certain individual. That is not who you are. You are uniquely made by God. The Bible says that we are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are a peculiar people. You're not meant to have your identity wrapped in somebody else. And that person, once they leave your life, it doesn't mean that you are no longer valid. We have to stop putting ourselves so much and investing in ourselves so much in other people that we lose who we are.
Oh, for sure.
Because you're beautiful. You're intelligent.
Yeah.
And you're graceful.
Yeah.
You big people.
Yeah. No, that's valid. I think that but I think that's the place of maturity. You realize that even with mentorship and just people training you, that you're not them. You'll glean from them, you'll grab what you need over time, but you gotta walk into who you are independently. And you can't get so caught up, because like I said, you lean on anybody too long, you are liable. To be flammable. It can literally have a big impact on you. So listen, it's going down this morning. We get back, we're getting into the question of the day. That's where the flame begins. That's where the flame begins. It's going down. Fire 716, Big Frank in the morning. Let's get back into this R&B groove on Fire 716. Let's go. Let's get it.
These are like
Definitely called me with the music soul child. I was like, hold on, music in the moment.
We had broke that time.
Yeah, that one time.
Music in the music
That's
in
still
the
broken.
music in the moment. Music in the
That freaking the
moment.
same song. What? It's Blender.
Oh.
I can't fast forward on this one.
Oh, we're good.
Shoot, you came in the middle of the song.
I mean, it is what it is, you know.
Hey.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
I found the original of this song.
For real, the sample they use.
Yeah.
Word.
What's the
song is
sample?
it?
It's this song, and the song is old as dirt.
Yeah,
Did
really.
they-
Like,
They go to the
Yeah.
archives.
the song is old.
Hold as.
They go back to like when the first records start coming out. Like
That's when it come out, it start with static.
And like
Yeah.
all
the
they
voice get a little static.
and all they really do is like, they just kind of speed it up.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
one it's not this fast. It's like, and they just they just speeded it up.
They got.
Did
Big
they
Mama
sample?
Thornton
Did
feel.
they sample the sample? Did the sample
then
get
they
sampled?
resampled.
Did they resample? So yeah,
And then some
Right.
people don't even sample it; they just take the whole song.
Just take the song. Yo, that's
Take the song and then take
you
the
ever get me
hits.
from my corner table? My son is in the room.
What this I want to understand. What is it about the songs? Like, what is it about Baby Shark that just makes kids so happy? Like,
I thought it was the video because the colors.
no, but like the
Right.
song comes on and they like.
I comprehend. And this beat. Oh, this one.
Because the Holy
I
Ghost.
couldn't leave this morning. I'm like, what are you about? Come, we're leaving.
yo.
Cause like it's for us. It's this Baby Shark is our version of Cash Money taking over for the 99 and 2000. Like kids hear Baby Shark, it is like take it to the floor, take it to the floor. Like, they like Baby Shark, like just going crazy. I was like, oh, that show back that thing up. Like, I get that and great anything out of Gracie.
Hey,
Corner.
everything Gracie dropped.
I came across a new joint, Jules TV. JO.
Yo, they I shared a post like a couple of days ago.
With the
And
with
there
the
was
voice.
a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
They be doing all the TikTok
Yeah,
dances.
yeah.
I'm like, okay, animation.
Yeah, they
Like,
get
these joints
black
lit.
people trying to educate your kids on YouTube. Y'all better,
Right.
y'all better.
So,
You better
did y'all
jump
know
on them
the
joints.
person who made Goofy was a black man
Goofy
No, but
from Disney.
from Disney.
But it makes sense.
Goofy.
Like, and legit.
I can't even do that.
Like, it's a sad but no, it's a sad story, but like he ended
Single-
up like killing himself.
single
crazy.
father
It's like-
raising the
What was
kid.
Goofy?
The dog.
The dog.
I was
Single
just saying.
father
Like
Oh, he was a cow.
Single
I know who he is.
raising
I, just thought-
kids,
You thought he was
I didn't know
a
what
cow?
kind of animal, I didn't know what kind of animal he was exactly.
Got
I was
you.
not solid.
raising the kids.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
man
but
had
I'm
like
when
8
you look at it,
girlfriends.
It makes a single dad trying to make
Yeah.
raise his son.
And then the Goofy
Bagged a
movie
couple
was
chicks,
based
you know what I'm
off of
saying?
what was going on in that time, as far as like the riots and whatnot that was going on in LA. He put like some of his active, like he named Goofy's son after his son.
Oh wow.
Right, dope.
Maximilian.
Yeah, and put their fishing trip. The fishing trip in the
Mhm.
movie was something that they used to do, but he tragically drove his car into that lake.
Oh.
Like they did, they say they didn't find his body, but
Disney did it. Disney
they
said
wanted
it.
him out of there.
They want him.
Like he was causing such an uproar, but in our direction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they was like, yo, you gotta dial it back. He was like, I'm not dialing nothing back.
Oh.
I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time.
Mm.
Say less. I'm about to run it up. Ran it straight to the
Disney
grave.
was like, kill you, leave it.
Right. Right.
Oh,
Well-
his brakes went out. Oh, like.
Disney snakes. Bunch
I
of
mean,
snakes.
honestly, who is it? The chick that played
Bunch of snakes.
oh no. Oh gosh, she's in the Cinderella movie with Chad
Brandy?
Murphy.
Oh.
The white version, like the Cinderella joint, Regina King's in it.
Okay.
Oh, the
Her-
newer one.
Yeah, she's the only girl that did not go crazy.
Oh wow.
I'm like going through Disney because Britney had her moment, Christina Aguilera had her moment. Like she the only one that held it down. Like you didn't become a psycho, but Lindsay Lohan lost her mind. Like
Nah, Lizzie McGuire
a
was
little
chilling.
bit.
she went crazy a little bit.
Lizzie McGuire was chilling though.
Yeah,
she got the drugs though.
but that's her. She was Lizzie McGuire.
Yeah, Lizzie McGuire.
But she the only one that survived Disney that didn't have a.
Because everybody else, they kind of had had a moment eventually.
Well, the females, the guys didn't really have it like that. And no, the couple of guys, what a black dude killed himself.
Orlando Brown, he went crazy.
And then the other black dude who killed himself with the light eyes.
Yeah, my boy, famous Jet Jackson.
Famous.
Word.
Yeah, he
he
killed
killed
himself a
himself.
couple years ago.
Who did?
Oh, wow.
The famous Jet
The
Jackson.
guy who played the famous Jet Jackson.
Superhero from Disney, black dude.
He wasn't even a superhero. He played a superhero in the show
Right,
as a
that's-
superhero.
Yeah.
Facts.
He was in the show as a regular black kid,
That
but he
plays
was
the
an
superhero.
actor on the show, the famous Jet Jackson. Like he was an actor on
What
the show?
Famous Jet Jackson.
The famous Jet Jackson.
Joe Jackson.
That's what I kept hearing. And I just keep seeing the same man face, Joe Jackson. But
He famous too, you know what
I
I'm saying?
gotta check it out.
But yeah, he unfortunately he ended his
Yeah,
life.
he ended-
But
That's
like
terrible, man.
Justin Timberlake, he survived. He ain't really go.
I feel like all the white people that found other black people, they got better. They was like,
Fact.
ooh, Timberlake, okay. Like,
Twerk session.
Yeah, from worship to torture.
Yo, yo.
Fire 716, your boy Big Frank, elected the Big Frank in the morning. It's Jay Sheree, Dark
the
Knight,
building.
Kevin.
Yes,
Everybody-
sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I made the drop, I made the drop because we just serve everybody.
Everybody.
We
That's a
do.
And
fact.
there's nothing like having your playlist go from, not mine particularly, but a
Mine.
female's woman's goes from yesterday, prime example. So we go from Kiki Sheard, something crazy about Jesus, to a song about knucking and bucking. Like it just you know, here
But that song is fire. We knocking.
we can just take you to a place, you know.
And take you back to a place.
A very
And bring you
familiar
back.
place.
Yeah,
Good
yeah,
times.
yeah. It's a roller coaster ride. Just enjoy the groove. Okay. You might, you know, like what I'm not liking is the Christmas pop-ups that's happening right now.
Oh no.
Yo,
It's too early, man.
Halloween is over,
You do
and
not-
Mariah has defrosted.
Halloween ain't over yet.
Can we not talk about Mariah Carey Christmas album?
She's waiting.
Today,
She's
hate
waiting.
today is the last day for
Hate it.
Halloween.
Yes.
I don't want to hear Christmas music until Black Friday.
It's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen. They haven't
Oh,
wrapped
oh,
it.
I
Like
know.
the at
Oh, I know.
and at midnight.
Like
the
how-
Christmas music is
After
going
the
like-
spooky music.
how-
Jingle bells, jingle bells.
How- Halloween be like white people like last. Right? They were like,
Here we go.
kick the door down. It's Christmas.
it's gonna end in Thriller, and then you go hear in my mind like back to back. They're waiting
Yo.
till midnight. Like
Just a hit.
yeah.
I got you. Check it out. The way that Thriller ends, dum, or starts,
Mhm.
can be the beginning of a Jingle Bell song. I hear it in my. It's in my mind.
Boom.
Jingle bell, jingle, jingle bell, jingle
That's
bell,
a fact.
jingle
Go
bell.
from
Yo.
bells tolling to Juvio bells. Santa's coming. Santa's coming.
God,
That's
say
his
what's
bitch.
going
He
on.
said
Right,
skip
skip
right
right
over-
over
And
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, don't
No.
give the Thanksgiving no kind of
No
respect.
kind of response.
Like,
And
And
that's
there-
you should get the call soon. We haven't forgotten about you.
and
guys.
Not
there's
at all.
Thanksgiving songs.
Are they?
I was about to say,
Yes.
I ain't gonna lie. I was thinking of like, yo,
There are
I'm gonna make a
Thanksgiving
Thanksgiving
Beans,
song.
potatoes.
That's what I'm waiting for because that's usually what November
'Cause we
1st
had to,
brings.
like, when I worked at the daycare, we had to like find like it was like, and then there was the turkey. Like, there's real Thanksgiving songs.
Yo.
Like, they don't get no
If
kind
Gracie don't drop it, it ain't real.
Yo,
Oh, and you dropped it. All right. That's a nasty, bro. Don't put it in your
5
mouth.
second.
It's over.
5 second rule, bro. You a
I
grown
need
man, bro.
I stopped catching
I
AIDS.
listen.
Go ahead. You
Listen,
got it.
I got you.
You a grown man, bro.
From ashes to
I
ashes,
need
from
your
dust
immune-
to
your
from
immune
from
system
dust to
built.
Cain, from dust to Bill.
That's the auntie right there. That's just don't
What I was going to say, I want to say,
Gracie's corner.
I don't know why
So lit.
Gracie Corner.
So lit.
I be wanting the bust moves, okay?
That's it. Gracie is
That
the bingo's the
Yo.
man. Bingo's. It needs to go plat, bro.
So fat.
Gracie gonna go diamond before my life is over. Gracie
Yo.
going diamond.
no,
I'm telling you.
no, for sure. I think I'm gonna put it in rotation.
I feel like we should have a kids hour. Like
say
one
less.
of these like midday,
Like
like
a
middle of the
Sunday?
week, like hump day.
It's hump day.
For the kids.
Facts.
But no, see, the only thing I will
Saturday-
say about
Saturday
Christmas
morning.
music is
Saturday
Frank finds the best Christmas music for the radio,
That's
like Jamaican
Right. I was like,
Trap.
whoa.
Bob Marley Christmas.
trap
Trap
Christmas
Christmas
music,
music.
like ring a
Snoop
ding a
Dogg
ding,
Christmas.
ring a ding a ding, like yo, this hit hard.
You gotta just gotta be out of the box. You just can't. Ring with that ring dong, that drink.
Ring, ding, dong. Ring a ding 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 dong.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, so
for
everything. So.
Let people make everything.
Yeah.
Christmas
But you
music.
know, it's just what it is. You gotta
He
just
finds
be.
the best Christmas music.
All right, here we go, y'all. Question of the day.
Question of the day
I quit.
is: does your significant other have the password to your phone? And if not, why not?
Yeah, she does. Actually, it ain't that serious to me. Only thing I do in my
I was like, dang, we just reconciled.
right.
Freaking Jessica.
No. No.
No.
I offered this
No.
question last week, and y'all said no.
No, my wife has the password to my phone. I can't remember hers. Period. I'm not gonna hold you. What she's provided
Dante said
it.
yes, unfortunately.
Yeah. She's provided it multiple times, but I just be forgetting because I can barely remember mine. Okay, enough is enough. If my face ain't there, oh god. No. Just like this, walking up with my stuff. So I do have hers. She's offered hers. She mentioned hers. She got mine, and that's it. But we just don't have that. I'm in your phone exchange.
Yeah.
I just don't feel the unction. You know.
At one point in time, yes. At this current moment, no.
Why not?
You know, life happened.
Oh, there you go.
He's like, access. Why isn't this working? Doesn't need to. It works when it feels like it.
Yeah, it's a little glitchy.
Honestly, you know, I'm not significant othering right now, but like when I did, oh no, oh no, it was like, but if we trust each other, no. First of all, because I save text messages. Like I have like legit. The reason why it takes so long to switch from one phone to another is because of my text messages. I save receipts. Because if people come crazy, no. Because in 2017, you said like I'm a receipt saver.
Y'all better than me. Delete. Bye. Gone in the atmosphere, in the cloud. God, if it happens, ooh, I forgot. But like now though, technology is so crazy. Like you can use the library system. I'm gonna say it again. You just find this out and look up a person and their profile is there based off of information that they provide willfully and what they've Google searched and watched. And
wait. You seen this on TikTok?
No, I think this
Real life
in business class. Because in business we have to do a comparison analysis.
Okay.
So we can look up different businesses, who our competition is,
Gotcha.
what's what, but you can also look up people who are interested in what it is that you serve or sell or whatever. So in a certain area code, if I look up radio conversation stations, I know who to send stuff to.
Got you.
But they create a profile that is sometimes off a little bit, but there's a section where they build your interest off of what you've been Googling, what you've been watching, what you've been in tune to, so them cookies and stuff. I said, "Oh, you want to talk about a cell phone? The world has you covered."
Oh yeah.
Oh,
that's crazy.
I'm snitching now. If you have a Buffalo library card, Niagara Falls is a little slow. A Buffalo library card, you can go on something called the Docs Aisle, and you can look up the world. I mean, it's not even just here. The world. They say that's what that guy used to come to Buffalo. But you don't give crack to a crackhead because they crack it. My son is here. Give me a minute.
If you see this, like behind the scenes, if you had just saw the bounce,
but yeah, like cell phone. Cell phones is like one thing, but like it's just not safe.
Like, no, it's like he's not lying though. Like, I
It's like-
remember after ordination, they were like somebody was trying to get in contact with me to ask me what pastor's address was. So like, let me preface this by saying this: they had permission to go over there. Like, it was like, oh, what's pastor's address? And I missed the call, and the person was just like Googling, like, oh, okay, maybe it's this street. Pastor's address came up on the Google search, like her address, a phone number, and her email address came up. When I got in the house, I said, I'm gonna need you go online and block this.
No,
Because like it wasn't like an old address, it's the current address popped up.
What you mean is there's a full
Google Maps.
Forward your mail. When you forward your mail, it's in the database.
It's in the
Absolutely.
database. I can listen to me. Forgive me for all my stalkers and those who are. I can find you.
Not on my stalkers.
Like if
Listen.
you want to run, feel free. I will find you. If you are if you're not off the grid,
That's a
I'm
fact
so
because
scared.
I know somebody that can get all your information for $1.
For
I'm not gonna tell you who that person is, but I know a person that can get it
your
if he
number
wants,
is identified
if he wanted
in the system.
to.
Like which
You
number
get
in?
all
Oh, this
your
belongs
info.
to
Oh yeah,
Jesse James.
but
Yo.
yeah, my wife has my password, but like Frank said, like we don't exchange phones. Honestly, the only reason why she has my password is when I need her to, because I am a person, I hate looking stuff up.
Yeah.
I hate having to call people because somebody else is busy doing something. And I know that sounds selfish, but that's how I am. Like I hate being told, yo, can you call somebody? And you like standing next to me, and I'm just like, so like, yeah, she got my phone, so she got my password. You call them. Like I don't want to talk to
Yo, my dad does that.
I-
Like he's done that since I was a child.
Yo,
Like, call somebody.
Yo, call your uncle and tell him I'm driving right now, so I can't talk, but I'm gonna be around there a little later.
yeah.
What?
That's yo. Cynthia Gibbs used to do it. I will not live that way ever again. That's what I'm saying.
For me, it's a privacy thing. I just,
You know, I
like,
get
when
it.
you're
Yeah, I
married-
get it.
Get it
when
until you
you're married,
violate.
It's married. When you're married, it may be a little bit different.
It's
just for me, like, because
But-
dudes, like, if a dude inbox me, clearly I haven't responded, but why he in your inbox? I don't want that life, so
Mhm.
you're not getting access to me.
No, because it depends. It depends on
It depends on the character.
the
for me.
character, like, and if you give me a reason to assume something different.
That part.
Because I think that originally I'm not running for your phone, just not. Until I start giving you absent vibes, you missing vibes, you all in your phone, who you talking
Yeah,
to.
you are a
Now-
little
Now,
shifty.
now you giving me infidelity. Now you
Shady
now
vibes.
Give me
Yeah,
shady
yeah.
vibes. Now I'm like curious what's going on in your phone, and now I gotta be like,
All right.
my good eye 176-437 swipe left, up, right, down to like, okay, okay, I got the sequence. Okay, like, you know what is happening here, and then two or do what I did. And not intentionally, just borrow the MacBook, which is attached to the phone. Oh, it's all no, being nosy. No fact, but this is what it is. I was going there for that's one thing, and I saw another thing. I was like, oh, conversation. No, nothing foul, nothing
Got
crazy,
you.
but it was
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like,
Nah. See,
Talk
I get I get not sharing it though, because sometimes, you know, random stuff do be coming across my phone, and it's like I don't even want to have a conversation about it.
I don't even want to talk to you about what's going on over here. Okay, this
Facts.
popped up. Why? I don't know.
Oh.
Like, for example, my wife got mad at me because she's not in my favorites. I don't even know how.
I don't even know how I got set up.
I don't even know how to set up a favorite. Okay, okay. Why? she's like, what's the name there? What's the name there? And I'm not. I don't know what my pocket does. I don't know. I don't know. But hey,
Just saying.
Plus, you know, for me, like I said, it's privacy. But if I'm having my moment where you getting on my nerves, and I'm talking to my sister about you, I don't want you to know what I said. Like, it's just, yo, this nigga gonna come up missing. I don't want you to be like, yo, I ain't gonna come.
I got
over here.
evidence.
Like
I got
those
evidence
kind
to
of
try to kill you.
moments.
like what motivating factor makes you want to go on somebody's phone?
If you
Like you said,
if you
a
suspicious,
change of vibe.
if you
Yeah.
suspicious.
Change of vibe.
But
if you
See, I'm the type of
acting
person though. If
suspicious,
I can't let suspicion take over me. So it's like, if I thought you was cheating, I wouldn't say nothing unless I knew you was
know
cheating.
for sure.
You better admit
Because I want to find out.
you cheating. Yo,
My thing is
the vibe is
either
somebody else.
either a homie or your friend is gonna tell me, or Jesus gonna tell me. Whichever
That's
one's gonna
it.
tell me. So
God
I
gonna
don't
tell me every
so I don't
time.
so I don't be so
What?
I don't be worried about
Yo.
it.
God, the
Every
best snitch
time.
in the world.
Listen,
What?
I was playing with the red water, and one night I was in my bed and I just couldn't sleep. I said, "This is exactly what I said to myself." I said, "Somebody else has been here.
Mm.
Somebody else has been present." And I'm talking turning for a good 6 hours.
Mhm.
I still play with it, but I said somebody else has been here. Upon Sunday morning before church dismissal,
Mm.
I asked the question, and she said, "How dare you ask me that? I can have anybody out." Say less.
I'm
Thank you for the
losing
answer.
Good night. Good night,
Thank
morning.
you. Fact.
I see you in church in a few hours holding the offering envelope.
No.
Identical. Didn't I tell you that?
Fact.
If y'all caught it, y'all caught it.
Facts. No, facts. That's crazy.
Hilarity.
It's the moan in his soul.
It's the
You better
hilarity.
stop talking because all this
Okay, so for those who are listening, he just got like the Vulcan death layout. Like he just laid him out like it was at the altar.
He hit him with
like,
the Pastor Robert
Yeah.
fingers.
like,
The heavy hand.
yo,
Like-
if we could go back and do a clip, that needs to go on TikTok. The way he fell out.
Frank. It's this.
Yes. Yeah.
Right here.
On both your temples.
You're not going nowhere. You're only going where he wants you to go. If he wants you to fall, you're gonna fall.
So that's where you got that from.
Yes.
'Cause Frank Vulcan death grip is.
But he don't grip
I
though.
don't grip.
He just lay. But he got the
He's
hand.
gotten gentler.
He got the hand.
And that is why I cuff here. Okay.
You have gotten gentler.
Ah,
I
It
cuff
used to
here.
be caca right here. Just
I do not cacao the people.
you used to caca the
I did
people.
not cacao
I
the
got
people.
caca before.
Not with
Yeah, I do not cacao to people.
I have been caca.
No, I'm about to get cacao. This is why I went here all the time.
Yeah.
Head grip firm hold. Then again, I pushed
You
away.
transitioned from here to here. Like, because it used to caca.
Yo,
Y'all need it. The Lord knows you was hard headed. So God said, you need some pressure.
be obedient.
No.
Nah, the Lord knows you're sorry.
If you
So.
stop touching it.
Yo, I can't do it. But yeah,
so, for those who are watching,
Usually it's infidelity, but
Yeah.
no
That's a fact.
disrespect to anybody that don't they significant other doesn't have their stuff. But usually in these kind of situations,
In the middle of
the issue isn't really that somebody is necessarily doing something. The issue is that yourself, how you feel about yourself, is coming out through the fact that you want somebody past her because you don't feel that
Ouch.
your worth and the things that you be doing or not doing.
Yeah.
You feel like that is coming out, and when he not necessarily he switch up on you, but he could just be having a day where he just don't deal with your extraness, and now you like he cheating, and now it turned to a couple of weeks of you yelling at him about what's your password and getting into his phone, and it's like, yo, why?
how do you even initiate a password conversation?
What's your password? That's all of them is.
Let's see your phone real quick.
Right. Let's see your phone real quick.
Yeah.
For what?
My phone is dead.
Your phone
That's
is in
the
your
loyalty
hands.
test. That's the loyalty test. Facts. Because if I'm in the shower and my phone ring,
Yo, pick that up.
I trust you, answer the phone. What's your code?
Yo,
XYZ,
yo, need my
LMFD.
code to answer the phone. It's a
No,
phone
that's a
call.
fact.
It's a phone call.
Because if the phone call, you don't need the code.
You don't need to go.
Facts.
Pick up the
You
phone.
don't need the code.
Pick up the
Because I
phone.
actually had a dude I was talking to. He was like, "So you would give me your password?" Absolutely not. And I was like, "It's not because I'm cheating." I was like, "It's really because I'm like, first of all, I'm loyal. Like it is what it is. You have nothing to suspect. So why would you give me your password?" Good morning, Vaughn. I was like,
Good morning,
because
Vaughn. Morning.
when you get on my nerves, I have people.
that I complain to you about.
that I have to like. At first, I have to ask first: is this me? Because I like to make sure I'm all right. But you also get on my nerves, and I'm like, come get your boy, because I'm about to choke him. And you don't need to see that I told my family I was about to choke him.
Right. Sure. I had told
because you're gonna be smelling your food after that. Like
I told Queen of that. I was like, I don't need your password because I don't look in your text messages and stuff because I don't care I don't want to know what you say to your friends about. I don't want to know what you say to your friends about me. And I want to know about your conversation.
Right, because they come off sideways.
You can talk. You can be talking. You can be talking crazy.
Liable.
You can be talking crazy because I know me. My boy, and this is it gets so bad. You know what I mean? You start even texting people, you just start calling them so don't leave a trace. But it was like sometimes I'm gonna complain about you too. So I'm pretty sure that you want to complain about me. So have your space to complain about me. You know what I mean? Other than when you tell me to my face, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
want to dog you to somebody.
All the really mean stuff you really want to say, tell your friends.
Tell your
friends.
See, but
you know
I don't like shifty behavior.
Yeah.
Like I don't like a friend. I don't like that you have a friend who is in a relationship, but you're okaying them stepping outside of that relationship.
Oh, what kind of friends you got?
You get what I'm saying? Like
the thing that be bad is when you tell your single friends about your relationship problems, about your relationship problems.
That's
but then they don't give constructive criticism.
They don't give married advice though,
because I've been single and gave good advice to people that are in relationships and anybody that be like, you're not in a relationship, you don't understand. You stupid. So you dumb. You know what I mean? Because every relationship, I hate to say it, you know what I mean? Regardless if it's a friendship, relationship, a marriage, they all have the same kind of components of communication, of
single
being honest and all that stuff.
Not be advising married people unless you are a licensed married.
Man,
like I said, I'm not talking about advising. Like if I'm calling you and I'm complaining about my wife or whatever, and you be like, yo, real spit, bro, it don't seem like it's that bad. Like it seems like you just need to, tell her this and this.
Yeah.
Instead of just, being upset about it. It was like I get why you mad because I'd probably be tight too, but at the same time, you know what I mean? Like she was like, I don't know, bro, maybe she's just tripping. Or, your man's, and this might sound a little vulgar, he like, yo, bro, maybe she just wants some dick, bro. Like, just give it to her. You know what I mean? Like, It be good advice. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Like, you don't need nothing crazy. You know what I mean? It's all about if it's constructive or not. Like, if I'm complaining to you and you complaining back with me, like that's not helping.
No,
you're like, yo, man, my girl get on my nerves. Yeah, bro, man. She a real B. Like, yo, chill, bro. Like, I ain't say all that.
Right.
I ain't say all that, my guys. Yo, chill, bro.
But that's just the password thing.
Password thing. Listen, when we get back,
complaining.
Fact. When we get back with more conversations, more things happening, my son has to talk very soon. Because if not, he's gonna be failing. All right, it's going down. Fire 716 Big Frank in the morning, right here on Fire 716 Big Frank in the morning.
Let's go. It's the Kev whispering in your ear.
Yeah. Honestly, that's the only part of that whole thing I like. Let's go. In the A at the end. That's it. Yeah. That's all I like. Hey. Yeah.
But yeah, man. Password exchanges.
See, that wasn't a bad question of the day.
Now we get home and be like, "That was your password."
None of your business. I'm gonna change my password on purpose. No, but then you do stuff like that, like just to be playing around, and it turns to a big deal. Like you're like, why you change your password? Like yo, chill, man. I'm just playing. Like, relax.
It's 22584, dude. Chill out. No, it's not. You lying. Here.
Facts.
Then I change it after you open it. You give it back to me. Change it.
You gonna run into something you don't want to
225.
Change one of the numbers.
One of the numbers.
I said 3.
Where we going next?
Church mess and
Where we got with church mess?
Confessions of a...
I do have a
Little church
little
mess.
church mess.
Yeah.
I'm trying to just find a general way of doing it.
It's too close to home.
It's a 716, sir.
Ooh.
But
Y'all bad.
it's a 716, sir. But
Yo, every time I think of this video,
people can figure out.
every time I think of this song, like I be thinking of a video where they like jump at the jumping part, like jump. I was like, yo,
this is stupid.
Yeah.
I said, I hope you didn't sell 2 of my kids to pay your rent. I'm missing 2.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find a nice general way of
Let's talk.
Telling
I'm
it.
excited.
how to
address
say it
the crazy.
without discerning individuals realize.
Well, if individuals get discerned, it's your time to learn. Okay.
Like,
Don't do it.
Oh.
Don't do it if you don't want it open. The
we
Bible.
we have followers who are friends with this.
The Bible says
It's okay. Listen,
The Bible said that
where's the darkness?
is going to be brought to light.
Light.
Let it be brought
Whatever's
to
done in
light.
the dungeon, you got to come to the first floor.
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
That face you got.
So it's a video of them using the chip at the grocery store.
What do you mean using the chip?
The chip that's in your
Your wrist.
oh
Oh yeah.
yeah, I'm good, bro.
Right. I'm good.
But they've been putting chips in people for years.
Man, not like that.
Like, no, I'm serious. They've
Like
been
in your
putting
head,
chips
bro.
in people for years that, like, when you go into like an office building, you can like swipe your wrist and it opens up like the door.
Yeah,
to, like, the
nah,
office building.
it's
This is
extreme.
nothing new.
It's extreme.
It's just starting to become more popular.
I robot.
Listen.
I want no problems, bro. I'm not taking the mark of the beast, okay?
No, fact.
You won't be here for it.
I
sir.
won't. You know, I be so conflicted because I be wanting to see what God gonna do. Like I be wanting to see it. Like, oh yeah, God. Oh snap, that's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, yo, man, that's crazy. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like, yeah, nah, I want to experience that though. I don't want to experience nothing. I just want to see it. You know, like it's on TV. Like, oh shoot, this is a good show. You know what I'm saying? This show crazy, bro. Yo, man, you watch that. You watch that Revelation, bro.
I'm watching from heaven.
You-
the safest seat in the world.
You watch that
Like,
You watch that Revelation.
Fire 716, your boyfriend Frank locked in the Big Frank in the morning. My son is in the background doing what he does, being great and amazing and awesome and whining. And it's going down this morning.
Is you time?
He's his father's son and demanding, and I comprehend it. I get it. But failure of vocabulary words causes you to not be able to execute the assignment.
Not even 2 yet.
And okay, if you can whine, take your diaper off, and know you got to poop and walk around, you can
Those are all actions. Those are not
definitely spit a few words.
Right, so this is action that he's gonna get that he can't get the result that he wants because you can't tell me what you want to watch. Therefore, I've ran out the options. So he's gonna.
You know me. Just start putting Gracie on. I'm trying to turn up.
I did. Gracie wasn't it. Ping pong wasn't it. Elmo wasn't it.
Not even Elmo.
Wasn't it?
No dancing for
Nope. He don't know how to just leave it alone and just let it play. He want to touch and swipe.
Yeah.
So now he got to
That's
be
their problem.
he's swiping wine.
Yo, know how to be.
What's the lesson? Get your hands off of it, says the Lord.
Get your hands off it, says the Lord. I'm dead.
Yeah, that's.
Oh.
Have a good day.
Do.
45, 47.
Wow.
You can find YouTube anywhere, but you can't find his words.
Yeah.
He said he can find YouTube.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, you can find YouTube.
He's a YouTube searcher.
You
He can find it.
Oh,
These
YouTube.
new kids,
Technology.
Oh,
they
for sure.
technology, like.
I can grab
So
it.
what we just what we got for church
So
mess?
church mess.
Ooh. Ooh.
How can I put this?
Just say it how you hear it.
Say it with your chest. Yes.
Upon planning your departure
Uh-huh.
or actually departing,
Uh-huh.
do not be offended if people identify you from your previous location. So there has been a couple of situations in this area where somebody that has departed or plans their departure and has vocally expressed it, when other people see them, hey, I remember you, it's from such and such ministry. And the offense that is received because you are no longer part of set location is starting to make a lot of people mad. We didn't know that you was planning your departure or you have left. Please stop being angry at us. If we be like, hey, I remember you from this particular location, or didn't you serve here? We didn't know you left. You know why? Because we ain't in your business like this. So stop being messy. Stop having an attitude, but then talking about the Lord on your social media platforms and how we have to be diligent people.
Oh,
and
Doctor, how you living?
Loving people.
I'm gonna talk about you
and show people grace.
Yeah,
but you are not being gracious in your attitude.
People fickle.
I'm gonna talk about you.
And they just listen to me. You are a grown adult, and you can make grown adult decisions.
Hey, sis.
But if you're gonna be out here being a vagabond,
hopping
all over the place,
and
can anybody identify you from your last location? Stop running. You always to the person who I don't know. That I probably do know, but I don't know that I know you.
Oh, you know that you know.
It's just ridiculous. Like, sit down somewhere. You just always in your feelings. Shut up.
And that's the thing. The reason what makes it more messy is that they have people in their circle that's cheering the mess on. Like, you are not identified by where you came from or where you was,
but you are.
I'm gonna save this to said person.
And that's the thing. Like, I will never. I'm not gonna say never leave COG because, like,
you know what God gonna take.
I have like a Frank ministry. This is where I'm gonna be sent. but like, if I was to move to another city and do ministry, and somebody, you was under COG. I can't be like, I ain't none of them no more. Like, bruh,
stop bringing them up.
That's where you gonna know me from, because you knew my apostle. You know my pastor.
You know my oil.
And you have seen me on the stop being so messy about it. I understand that if whatever your situation, whether God told you to leave, whether you left on your own or you left because you were offended by something, you still left. But that's where that's where you were known to be at. So stop being so nasty and mean. When people be like, hey, don't I know you from?
Right. I'm gonna keep it a being with you person that I don't know, and you might get mad at me, but tell your mother. But you're a child. You're a child, and that's one. Two, who cares if somebody know you from somewhere specific in which you was at? That's like saying, yo, man, I see you in the mall, then I see you at JCPenney's. I'll go to JCPenney's, bruh. I seen you there. Like, yo,
didn't you go to Kensington?
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't go to that school no more, bruh. We like 30.
None of us do.
Bruh. What? Like, what's? I wish she was on the show, because I want to ask you, what's your big deal about somebody bringing up the church in which
because
she
you
was
probably
at?
messy at the church, probably feeling nothing.
You probably left because of your own mess.
What happens is you go to the other church pretending as if you were something, and you begin to paint this false persona
and start slowly revealing yourself.
And then it's like when you realize, oh, you come from it. Why did you leave there? Why? I'm confused, because you should be, what you're trying to portray is just not the reality of who you are.
Right.
And people do that all the time. People even come to us.
So your issue isn't that somebody bringing up is somebody remembering you. Your issue is that you're a fraud. That's what your problem is. Your problem not somebody remembering where you was from. The issue is that you fake and you want to be something else, and you're not, and you don't want yourself to be revealed. Well, I'm here to tell you that 75716, if Jess wasn't the person that she was, I would have said your name. So I would have said your name.
No, doctor, no credentials.
I would have said where
I operate in the integrity.
I would have ran the Buffalo Library exposed.
I would have said where your grandma said on the mother's board.
215 area. Just
I would have said where your grandma sit on the
That's a
motherboard at. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
You know,
No, I'm not. Like I said, I am not. It's because it's multiple people. It's not one particular person, but there is one particular person that is just operating in super offense.
and then your
with
friends that's like hyping the fact that you being upset about this. Like, who are you people?
Because
And
you
where
know
do
what?
you
But the
come
crazy
from?
thing is, one of their friends.
Sometimes it'd be like, just do
I already
it.
know which one it is.
Right.
I'm gonna say her name.
No, you ain't. Hallelujah. No, you ain't.
Text me.
No, you're not. See, this is why church mess gets real messy, because we do general stuff out here and people trying to expose.
I'm just saying.
That's
Only
the
reason why
fire.
in my head, only reason why I know who it is in my head is because you extra and you be doing the most, and you so flip flop on your own that you obviously only hang out with other flip flop people. So
Dang.
love you still,
Listen,
like a
love you.
sister,
Not
but
flip-
you
not-
know what I'm saying. You
Not
got
flip
problems.
floppers.
Flopper.
You ain't nothing but flip
I
floppers.
wonder if you actually got the right person. But anyway, everybody at this table. will
You know,
who it is.
somebody just text it to the
Yeah,
group
take it to
chat.
the group chat.
Text it too. I just
It's
wanna-
going down
Put
first.
it in
Put
the
it in the
comments.
group tag.
I just want to
You
know.
heard me. Put it in the comments.
Put it in.
It's
See,
going.
this is why I don't want to text it.
I ain't gonna say
Video
nothing.
is petty.
No,
And you know
I'm
the
not
person-
gonna say
I'm
nothing.
just-
Listen, it's
you
going
know
down
you
this
know.
morning. Fire
I
Zone
know
1
you
Frank is
know.
doing it. We'll be
I
right back.
wasn't gonna say nothing. I just want to know.
Okay.
I'll go to the source. I'll go to your Facebook and be like, why you being that way?
Oh, she. The. Wait.
Sharita says, shoot, I want to know.
I got you.
Yeah.
That is the transitioner or the promoter.
The transitioner.
Really?
Yes.
Never would have thought.
Wait, what?
Could have been as interesting.
Somebody from your old church?
Remember the storyline? You know.
Yeah. But
I don't know if y'all sketching this.
Yes.
That's crazy.
yeah.
But what it is
But the supporter is somebody I told y'all I'm recently disconnecting from.
Oh, I will gun your life anyway. So
you know what it is when you were where you were so die hard about it.
Yeah.
And
Sharita said hi, Trey.
you were so this is mine, nothing else, whatever. So you were the defender. Example,
Paul.
Refuge, Frank.
Yeah.
Refuge, I was Refuge. Refuge was free.
Don't say
Okay? And what happened was when anybody came against it, I was a defender
Don't
of it.
say
'cause
nothing
that's
wrong
where-
about him.
That's where we at. So identifying factor is Frank Refuge.
Yeah.
Just what it is. Now that I've transitioned, for
Frank,
those who don't
Frank
know,
COG.
they still reference
they're still
refuge.
Frank Refuge. No,
Yeah.
I haven't been there in years.
Fact.
But it's just the point. Don't get offended, getting mad because
That's like
I don't think it's worth getting offended about.
But it's offense.
I don't see why it is. That's like, that's like
So
that's like I go to New Mount Air for prayer.
For those
If
there
God
anymore?
moved me to another church,
got you.
God moved me to another church, and now I'm doing stuff at this church.
But
And then somebody came to me and was like, "Yo, wasn't you
I'm
at
shocked.
the temple of prayer doing
I'm
this in the
shocked.
choir?"
Right.
Be like, yes, I
Because
was.
it was all good just a week ago.
I'd have been like, yes, I was.
It was all good just a week ago.
I don't get it. Like
Legit.
y'all,
Not
and then
literally,
and
but
then
like
y'all be
Yeah.
y'all be
recently it was
y'all-
all good.
y'all
like,
be
Like when I say
the backgrounds kept changing. I just see because people post and
Yeah.
they don't understand.
y'all be.
I'm not seeing the familiar background that I'm accustomed to seeing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And why? And you've been kind of missing but present.
Yeah.
It make the Lord.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
because like this is why I
Post
say the church streets talk more than the regular streets.
And-
Because it was a proposal of, hey, I just want to ask something because I'm noticing a pattern.
Yes.
Like there's been several departures.
From that one person.
Yes. So what's up?
Yo. Why is that anyone's business? Why y'all think people owe y'all explanation?
No, it's not. It's not a needing an explanation.
Nobody want explanations.
So no, the segment is church mess, and we're not asking for an explanation. We're basically saying if you depart from a place, but somebody identifies you
From a place.
if you depart from a place and somebody knows you from that place and like, hey, don't I know you from here?
And then you get mad about
But you
it.
get mad and offended and project your anger out on that person.
I don't get it.
That's what we're discussing.
I don't
We
understand
can care
why.
less why you left.
I don't care why you left. We don't
Fire
care.
716. Big Frank, you're locked in the Big Frank in the morning. Good 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 morning. What happens is we just got out of the session called
Church mess.
Yes.
and the reveal. Y'all don't know, but it's okay. But what I think that one of the what our listeners said, why is it that
Why is that anyone's
anyone
business?
business and why are y'all?
Why y'all think people owe y'all?
Oh yeah, and I think that no one owes us anything.
Yeah.
And I think that's the misinterpretation of what's happening. What it is the fact that we identify the fact that one person is fickle.
Right.
You don't have to explain your fickletism, your ficklety, but it is identified. And I'm not saying that the person individually is fickle, but you made an adjustment, and because you're mad you're offended because you made a transition, but I only know you from your last transition.
Yeah.
No, I'm no longer associated there, and we keep moving.
Right.
And that,
She's saying I'm saying people in general, not y'all person.
Oh, okay. Because you know, girl. Because I'm a defender of
why
fire.
is that a person? Why is that a person's business, or why they need to stay and say anything themselves? It's not that the person's business. They owe them nothing as long as they had a conversation. Yeah, like as long as if God told you to go,
Facts. But don't get mad when somebody asks you, hey, you go to such and such church. Or don't you go to such and such church and you get mad as if they did something to you.
And then you call the army to attack a person because I remembered you from the store. My thing is like I don't understand what that aggravation is. That's like LeBron getting mad because they was like, yo, bro, wasn't you playing for Miami?
Right.
Yeah, he was.
And then he left.
Fine. You know.
So yeah, it's the offense that's making this messy. And it's the fact that they got back up. That's making it messier. Like you just have to understand first of all, we identified not only you, but the anointing that you carried under the people that you was with.
Right.
Valid.
So you carried their oil.
Right.
So we're gonna identify you by the oil.
Facts.
And if you are no longer no longer oily in that facility, then go oil someplace else.
Right.
But
okay. So why are we mad that people are asking us where we came from?
Because where we came from is offensive.
But
not necessarily offensive. It may have offended me. My transition from there may not have been
the
clean, or the best, or I got privy to some stuff that I never thought, or maybe I had the expectation of them that now disappointed me. That when you ask of it from me, that's not necessarily right.
We got you though.
But when you ask about it, it's a trigger for me. So now I'm offended. Why?
Because this is not just happened with this individual, but this has happened with 3 set individuals that I
know. From one location?
No, from one from that location.
Okay.
Two from current.
And
current location, and it was like, ain't you a at this said person?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you here?
And because they was such a daughter.
Don't you hold
a position somewhere else?
Don't you position here? Yeah. So why are you here? And the position that you hold will cause you to be in the service that you're not in right now.
Right.
Like, so it's 3 individuals.
Right.
But specifically the person that got back up made it really messy.
And it didn't even have to be nothing big. It could just be like, well, I was just visiting another church today. Right. It's like, oh, okay, cool. You know what I mean? Like, enjoy yourself. You know what I mean?
There was a church service during our service.
Okay.
That some people were identified. It was like, hey, ain't you?
Don't you go to this?
And the response they got was, I ain't gonna be there. They got that kind of response.
I already know who it is. Just from the way you did it.
Or it was like, I'm minding my business. Like,
All right.
Yeah.
I don't understand what it is to get mad about.
As
I don't.
you said, the offense is why people feel they are owed an explanation.
I guess, but I don't.
If
My thing is,
explanation is required. It's the approach. It's the approach of the situation. It's really like if somebody says, "Hey, you left Refuge. Yo, ain't you go to Refuge?" It's like, I used to. I go to COG now. That's it.
Yeah,
Like
that's
we ain't
it.
got
the Lord told me to reveal to you. No,
Nah, none of that.
I did. I don't
hey,
know
don't
more.
I know you? Didn't you go to my area? Yeah, I grew up in my area, but I go to COG now. Like the offense.
I don't
not
see
of
why.
the previous location
I
is
don't-
what's making this messy. And like I said, one of the individuals has top flight security. Like you ain't got to explain nothing, but taking it to Facebook. Like you ain't got to explain nothing to nobody. In the season of you doing you, do you
I
the
just
person of God?
But
Like
see,
I don't-
and that's the thing. I don't
I
get
don't
where
get
the
it, though.
problem is.
That's
like,
what I'm saying. I
Like
don't know
there,
what the
there
beef
shouldn't
is.
be a problem with me asking you. Didn't you go to such and
or
such?
don't I know you from that? Because
Right,
that's
like-
mostly the
Mostly the response is,
mostly-
I like I said, I seen you at. Don't you go? I was like, I seen you
Yeah.
at what you call it, or yo, bro, what's you working at JCPenney? Oh, I work at JCPenney. Yo, Jill, bro, like it's
Right.
fine. Like you don't.
What you do?
You
Get
can change.
fired?
You can change your.
Right.
You can change your job, my
She
guy.
said, "Dang, not Facebook. It's a
Yeah.
real
No,
situation."
They went to Facebook with it.
The defender.
Oh, because the defender would defend.
The defender went to
if the-
Facebook.
If the,
Defenders unite.
if the defenders who I think it is, they are just known
Gotcha.
For defending.
for the Facebook public defender league.
Is this the last person that went to Facebook?
Mm-mm.
Y'all know the
Somebody
situation.
text
We
that.
talked about a situation
I'll take
where
you
the
to
people
defender.
went to Facebook
Yeah.
about
But
a situation.
I'm just like, I don't see what the deal is. And then the people that's backing you, they don't have no sense because
Matter
I
of
don't
fact,
I
it
don't
was
know
about
what they
the same church too.
I don't know what their deal is neither.
Okay.
Like
I'm
just-
assuming so because the only thing that's the only person I know to publicly
Yeah.
Facebook attack. Yeah,
I
probably
just-
like who we talking about. And one
Yeah,
day,
y'all gonna know one day.
Seek the Lord.
y'all go put all the dots
give
together
us
one
some more
day.
give us some more followers, some more likes, and I start name dropping.
Sharita said the Saints are putting all of business on social media, medication.
No fact. And what's
Check your group chat.
and what's crazy. I just hold on. We all check it. Hold on. We all.
Ooh!
Yeah.
Nope, leaving that
Oh,
right.
that's not even
Yeah.
Oh no,
The defender.
that's crazy.
Wait, that's the defender of.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's wild. Really?
I gotta go to Facebook.
So if you don't know the situation, you wouldn't think it's about that.
Wow.
But the correlations of people don't understand. People put two and two together.
That's so
like,
wild. Just
that's
wild.
crazy.
yeah.
Just wild.
So you
I'm about to. I ain't gonna say nothing.
Don't please don't.
I won't
Like,
because
but
you
no,
know.
like I said, it's so welcome to this was church the
Welcome
segment
to the
church,
church.
mess. 3 people and
I-
the 7 one. No, the other one.
I am so.
No, the
I-
other one.
I am so hurt. Yeah,
Because there's 2,
it's too.
not that one.
Not that one though.
But yeah. So
Because I ain't gonna lie. At first, I thought you was talking about that one.
no,
but-
no.
Because I was like, "Word,"
Look at- look-
but it
look
sounded,
at us.
it sounded out of character
Yeah, look-
for
look-
that person. I was
Look
like,
at us
"That
doing
sounds real out
our
of character."
discovery
For
live
that
on
person.
air.
No,
So okay, 'Cause
Yeah.
I was like, that sounded really out of character for that
No.
person, especially because of what's happening in their life right now. Like you was on a high.
but
You know
no,
what I
like
mean?
just if you have transition, don't take offense.
Yeah.
I understand that there's areas that you may need to heal from,
Mm-hmm.
or if anything happened to that nature, but Frank.
Oh, I'm so disappointed. You know, forgive us for the delay. We are in discovery
I'm
right
trying to
now,
pull up a clear one.
but I think she.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Oh, the connections are just the connections are disappointing.
yeah.
Yo,
Queens,
So-
get your queens, get your queens. Queen, get your queens. Okay.
Get it together.
So yeah, that's church mess.
Yeah, church messy got real messy. What I would say,
It got real complicated.
there's nothing wrong with needing transition. There's nothing wrong with God giving you the unction to change. Things happen, things occur, and people are people, and people do err or mess up. Things happen.
Yeah.
I don't know the storyline. I don't know the details, but you can't get offended because somebody referenced you to a last place that they saw you. It's just what it is.
Facts.
My phone has people tagged in it. Oh, Terry, Bald, Crew, John, Niagara Falls. So you're like, it's bullet points of information to reconcile who you are.
Crazy, right? Anyway, I'm sorry.
But yeah, so and they too grown.
Yeah, I would have
Way too grown.
Like,
But you know,
I can't say no more
Okay.
past the fact that because then this information
Because
I know.
you know,
But it's like,
so because you know, right?
Start
I'm
giving stuff
snitching
away.
now.
Too
I'm
much.
in it.
That's too much words.
not gonna
You know
tell
what I'm saying?
But you know what it is right now? There's the fight against religion, right? We had that fight. We had that
Yes,
fight
for sure.
already, and it's the fight against certain traditions or whatever the case may be. Then expecting people to be a certain kind of level that they're not, and then it's funny because you want to be the level, then you get mad that they're not, but you want to be honest and transparent. It's really a chaotic situation.
My thing is, I don't know why. I don't know why the defense is coming in this negative way. You just transition.
That's it.
Like that's why I'm like, what?
Machine gun Kelly.
Right.
Like
Right.
what?
Yeah, it's because
Yo.
okay.
In a very
so
positive way. I don't get
I
it.
see it in this aspect.
Yes.
Once again, as a member of Fire 716 Radio, I do not condone this behavior.
I'm about to go to pastor.
But it's more of a you not gonna come for somebody without knowing the details of their life. But I believe how it's being portrayed to the defender is not how the actual action is happening.
Because it's
Because
that's
it's
why I'm
not
like,
coming
'cause it-
to. I think how it's being portrayed as defender is so they coming for me because of my transition, or it's not even they coming for you. It was just
they
a
just actually
hey, I know you. Didn't I see you?
You know
Yeah.
that's
So
somebody
that's why I
who
think the
who wanna be
defender-
hated.
People think everybody is in their business.
Right.
Yeah.
That's people who are looking for haters. You are looking for hatred. Hatred
Ain't nobody looking for you.
ain't looking for you.
Ain't nobody
I
looking
just
for you.
I
yo.
just
But
said
my
that I
thought
seen
with
you.
the defender is you have a relationship with the Lord. So in all of this, God didn't tell you that's not the presentation. Like that's my only issue with the defender.
Because, and I'm gonna say this, and y'all may not like me, because some people
Yeah.
are so committed to fighting against religion that they forget it's just a search for God. That I understand the politics, I understand the foulness, I understand all that, but this agenda is my approach to find out who God is. But you're so committed to fighting against the system that you take things and make them offensive. And that it clouds your vision and your insight all the time. Are we not doing? No, my tongues is my tongues. I talk to God. We communicate. Don't call it churchy and just being deep. No, this is how I live my life.
Yeah.
Sorry that my commitment is deeper for with me. We talk like that.
Yeah.
So we do like that. Oh, you sound too churchy. Well, I don't know about you. I grew up in this, around this. This is what I
That's
sound
all I
like.
know.
I'm not
Facts.
trying
This
to
ain't
be
nothing new.
anything.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
a fact.
And also, I have faith. I'm trying to put my best foot forward. Don't mean I ain't got issues. Don't tell me that I'm less than a Christian because I didn't give you the transparency that you required.
That you thought you
Get up
deserved.
out of here. And when you're committed to that so intensely, that can cloud your ability to really hear what God is really trying to say because you got your own anti-religion filter on it.
Yeah.
And I get not subscribing to the traditions,
Mhm.
but just know what is religion. It's my pursuit to try to understand who God is. What is His entity?
Yeah.
And it's just so big, and we try to figure it out. And sometimes be short, we're wrong, but I won't get in that fight. But that, and I say that because that's connected to the queen. So I know the queen and the queen chips. The queen and the queen chips, and it's just like, okay, you can't let that be a consistent filter for you.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
it can cloud.
Because at the end of the day, like it's the truth is we're being watched.
Yes.
Right.
As believers, we are being watched for error.
Microscope.
Don't get me wrong, people glean from us.
All
But
day.
but we are being watched for error. And even if certain people post on Facebook and they're in their emotion because of who you are, even if you're agreeing with their emotion on Facebook, you are being watched and you are being judged. Like if heaven forbid, Frank had a moment where he's like, man, forget church. I can't stand the Saints. And I'm like, yeah, dude, team, we don't like the Saints. Because we are both elders in the Lord's church.
Yeah.
We are going to be looked at as, two elders just said they don't like God's people. Like, so even validating somebody's emotional nonsense on Facebook.
Facts.
It's gonna look bad on your part because of the positions that you hold. Because all three people
holding positions,
all in positions,
positionals,
positional.
So what's the point in putting in all this work to get
mad.
all these credentials to be mad and leave your post?
Now,
like,
this is my thing.
Hold on. Listen, that's a good situation. We'll be right back. It's going down, Fire 716. We'll get back. We're about to get into why we're leaving the post.
Listen.
After all this. But first, we're going to go ahead and break it down on Fire 716.
We're going to break it down.
But nah, for real, like, y'all putting all this.
No, I thought it was still up because I saw one up, but I forgot that.
Y'all put all this blood, sweat, and tears into becoming a minister, elders, and just to throw it all away?
Because you don't realize, because we have an idea. We have a notion that we put beforehand what this is supposed to be like.
Okay.
And then you realize the humanity and the realism of what this is. This ain't perfection.
Fact.
This isn't I got it all together. This is still me submitting myself to God more and more every day. The more I submit, the more I surrender. But I'm still human.
Yeah.
And I was still raised different. I still got character, personalities, and sometimes these things become offensive. God didn't pick you because you was perfect.
Yeah.
He didn't pick you because you had it all together. We try our best to be the best example, but we still got stuff. And that's why the Bible says, "Put your trust in no man."
Yeah.
If you lean here long enough, you will figure out some things about Frank that's not privy when I'm preaching Sunday morning. That's not privy when I operate inside the church house. It's not always privy when I'm walking down the street. But watch me long enough, you might see me slip up and smack somebody in the back of the head with a 2x4 or something.
Sharita said a lot of it is because people were never fully committed to the work of ministry in their personal relationship with the Lord. And some people think ministry is easy and it's hard work all the time.
All the time.
I get it.
Not part of the time, all the time.
My sister, no, I was just there Saturday. Oh, this not God. I'm not putting this forward. I'm putting this podium together and I'm leaving. I just can't. I'm old. All right, God.
All time.
I can't take it. Were you on your way to church?
But that moment for somebody else to witness that,
yeah.
Would do them. Oh, I thought Frank was so committed. I am.
I ain't leaving.
I'm still here.
Aggravated about it.
Like,
I'm still aggravated. I gotta do
that's
it.
Still preaching.
Jimmy trying to break me down.
She said some people chase the title for the clout and do not get ordained because of a true calling. They were not sent.
That's a fact.
This be my thing. No, you go, you do all this other stuff. You go and you take the class, you become a minister, but then you get mad because bishop or pastor don't never ask you to preach but that's because they see what you wanted. They seen that you wanted it bad.
Yeah.
So they was like, all right, you gonna work for it. All right, cool. But then once you there, you like, okay, I got what I wanted. And because you got what you wanted, I'm gonna leave you where you got what you wanted then.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Oh, that's real.
Fire 716, your boyfriend like the Big Frank in the morning. What it is, what's up? Jay Cherie, come on here.
In the building.
Yeah.
Kim asked a question about why do people like do all this work to get to become a minister, then drop the ball. And a lot of information was given. If you missed it, you can backtrack online, Facebook, YouTube, and both Facebook.
They there.
There's a transition that happens when you first come to a location. You are coming for the experience.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
When you begin to commit yourself to being a part of the church and the development, you become the experience, and you receive different.
Gotcha.
Because one is, I received the prophetic word. I glean. The next part is, you give.
Gotcha.
It's a different pour out, which now requires you, as Sharita said, have a relationship with God independently.
Right.
Yeah.
That Sunday morning, though the words are good, I can't always receive the bunch and the bundle and tap in and get lost because I have I am the experience.
Yeah.
I am the microphone in the hands of God.
Right.
Therefore, when he puts me down, that's when I have to glean and grab mine. Or take those snippets in and out. When I praise break, jump in and jump out. It's like double dutch for the Lord.
She said,
No,
Sharita
fact.
says, right,
That's
a pastor
good, yeah,
can't tell someone they aren't called, but we can put limits on certain things when we see you are disingenuous.
No
Game
facts.
recognizes game. Look,
No facts.
this
Real talk.
work, when I tell you this work is not for the weak,
Right.
it ain't for the weak. And
Ask me why I ain't step into it.
like I know somebody that I was just recently, even at the honors convocation,
Mhm.
somebody I went to ECC with, great man of God, but he was like, oh, he's like, I'm going to get he said, I got my MDiv and I'm going to get my doctorate in divinity because I can't get ordained without it.
Mm.
And I was just like, so I was like, is this a reformational thing? Like, is this like your reformation is requirement? He was like, no, because if I have a doctorate of, divinity, then I can get ordained.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm like, so you're not doing this because you're called to it. You're doing it because you just want to be
Out of
ordained.
obligation, right.
If you want to do all that, go online and pay the $29.99
Fact.
and get
You're
ordained.
on the list.
And certain,
Become a bishop for
Right.
$59.99.
and that's why there is a vetting process. That's why there isn't. Oh, because you said you want to preach. Now, no, we're watching your commitment. You're
That's why
studying this
that's why I
for the
said,
first
you
year. We're watching
you're
your
doing all this work to take
Right.
the classes,
yeah.
and
So
you in the classes, and we see that you want
we
what you
don't-
want. So then we give you what you want. But because I don't see that you really want to walk in what you wanted, I'm not ever going to put you in a
Some
place
ministries
to give anything.
Like some
Yeah.
ministries require you to be ordained.
I wanna-
You have to have MDiv or things of that nature.
Yeah.
Like, but this person, that was not his reformation. It was just like, with this, I know
That I can.
I can.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bruh.
I want to put the school system in our requirement
Okay.
for development, because I just like you need to be able to complete. It doesn't have to be like school, but like we're teaching the classes or whatever. You have to have this amount of credits to be complete
Mhm.
in your process of becoming a minister,
to
elder.
even be
Because
considered. Got you.
it just shows that you're committed to this, that you're willing, like you're in it for real, and it gives you personally advancement in education and understanding the word, comprehension, and asking questions. You're
Right.
able to develop, but
I thought that's how it really kind of went, was that, when you was going through the process, like you had to take classes.
Yeah, certain.
Yeah.
Some so like my previous church,
I know Bishop like that.
like when I was going to, when I went to Elam, they had the biblical, the Sign of the Genuine.
Yes.
Which was
Okay.
the biblical institute.
Got you.
So for that, they wanted you to complete the biblical institute, and then you'll be qualified, so to speak,
Fact.
for licensure, because because it taught church history, it taught biblical, like it taught all those things.
Mhm.
And then some people got their MDiv or whatever, and they
Yeah.
were ordained. Our process was a little different, but
Right.
you still had to be knowledgeable. You still
Yeah.
had to like know your word and things like that. But I do agree, like a school
Yeah.
a situation.
because I went to Refuge had Institute,
Yes.
Right.
they
and I went to
did,
the
yep.
institute, and we did that.
Because that's what I thought. I was like, I thought you had
Yeah,
you went to
that-
school,
it was-
some kind
But
of,
that's
even if it's not
different, though.
school, you went to get taught
Yeah.
how this goes. That's what I thought everybody got, like the Greek, like how you got real deep, like with the Greek and stuff. I thought you learned that at school.
that's knowing how to study.
that's
I thought they learned that at
that's
school.
knowing
I
what
was
the
like,
text actually
you know,
means.
I'm just saying, like,
and it's
nobody-
texting.
the first time when I ever heard it, I was like, ooh, it was learned that at school. Like, then, like, I started teaching Bible study. I was like, oh, I can just look this up. But, like, at the time, no, I was like, oh,
What
you
you
got
about to
that
say?
depth. That's what the depth is.
But at Refuge, they only did it in house, right?
No,
They had outsiders
yeah,
come
you
into
can
the
go,
school.
you come
Okay.
outside and come in
Got you.
as well. And certain churches would partner with them, like, listen, I want you to take these courses here, so you can
Got
go.
you. Okay.
And it
Got
wasn't just for ministers leaders. It was always open for whoever wanted to pay the tuition. It was like $25 a semester or something like that.
Oh, what?
And but it was just something. That's where I get a lot of my baseline information that I pull from today.
Yeah.
Old Testament survey, New Testament survey,
Mhm.
cults. What else? Of course, we took. Revelations, Daniel. All these things we took just because. I'm not gonna hold you. A Sunday morning service and a Bible study is not efficient enough
Yeah.
No.
if you want to be a defender of this faith. it's like, yeah, it's good, it's great. Ask your question, but you gotta study, you gotta dig, and you gotta figure out, and you gotta go. But for us in our current Reformation that we're reforming and being formed in, is that we were questioned to defend the faith by the apostle. Like he would ask questions and check you, and you be right and still check you. And he'd be like, am I wrong now?
Right. Am I right or am I wrong?
It's about being confident and knowing what it is. So everybody's different. So, but yeah. So I'm very just taken back by the whole situation.
Yeah.
Because upon my pursuit at a time long ago, it was so a defender. The Lord, okay, but hey, life happens. I get it. I don't know the storyline.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm gonna talk to my sister.
Yeah.
Bro.
I'm just
Listen.
that's all I'm saying.
And then I got questions now.
Yeah.
Not even with that, with the old situation that you told me about a situation. You told me that yada yada was trying to talk to yada yada about yada yada. Let that go. You told me that yada yada was trying to talk to a young yada yada.
Group chat.
Yeah. Until then, we'll be back with
hot topics.
Hot topics. This is going down. Fire
It's clearly hot topics over
Big
there.
Frank. It's burning.
Yo, for real. Yada yada.
Never a hero.
Y'all need to get together. That's what I'm leave y'all with that.
Recently at church.
Yeah. When I wouldn't tell you who he was.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Okay.
So
I forgot I had Goku on
if that situation took place and then was also publicized on Facebook, somebody outed without the details.
Wow.
They outed
I didn't know that.
the person without giving the details.
Gotcha.
Yet, oh, it's so messy, y'all.
My sister just texted me, y'all messy.
The person is still
I'm
moving
like,
and operating.
it's a segment.
That place?
That place.
The segment is to be messy.
So I don't.
It's
a
the
regular-
segment is called Church
Is
Mess.
that
Right.
We're not being messy. We're just talking about church mess.
See?
About the mess that we see and why
But
that is messy.
This is
like
why living integral
It's important.
is a necessity.
Listen,
Because church streets stop.
that's
And
a fact.
unfortunately, we are connected to these streets.
In church, I feel like church news, it sounds
She's
a lot
where
worse
is God?
than
God
street
is
news.
here.
Yeah.
Like, because it's like you're expected to be a certain way and live a certain way, and when it comes to light, it's just like, oh wow, wait a minute,
But and by
Not
no
you.
means are we trying to make the church look bad.
we are not.
Right.
Just the people look bad.
Just-
They just-
It's the individual, not the institution.
It's the students, not the school.
Right.
Dang. Sorry, I just,
God ain't do nothing wrong.
No,
We're not trying to make Principal God look bad. It's
God
just
ain't
some
do
of
that.
his students.
God ain't do
Right.
nothing wrong.
Valid.
slackers.
You
You know,
the Marty McFly's in the church. Like we just trying to,
Yeah,
just
man.
know that the streets are talking. So
Yeah, right.
if by chance you feel guilty, and we may not even be talking about you, fall in line.
No facts.
People
No,
are
we,
making
we,
church look
yeah,
crazy.
we look real Kanye-ish.
And then, my thing is,
Wow.
we'll do this and then we get real deep and then y'all be lost and then you be mad.
You get a little bit of everything on here.
We get
You
real.
get the good, the bad, the ratchet, the messy,
No,
and then
that's-
we encourage your life.
We
Yeah,
get,
yeah.
we get real
Sure.
deep. We be like Luke 8.
People
Like,
have gotten God.
That's why people be so lost in listen, life is real. And it is full of a storyline that you're just not ready for.
That's a
For
fact.
example, she was a hoe. And now she's saved and now she's preaching to the man she was home with. Like it's just life is what it is.
hey, it's what
It's
happened.
not a story
It's
about
fine.
Okay.
I'm just like, dude,
He's like,
Because it's
drop
look,
that
look,
nugget in his
look,
I'm
mouth.
just like,
because is not the Bible messy?
Yeah.
Did not the man
Absolutely.
walk on his porch and see a woman bathing on the top of her porch and said, "Girl, bring her here.
And then
I
took
want
it.
that."
And then
I
took
want
it. She didn't
it.
give it willingly. He took it.
there's a solid.
That's a fight. You can fight if you want to. That's a fight. That's a fight. Because if Sugar Daddy come with the cash, she might throw that. Okay, I'm just saying.
know daggone well. You don't think you honestly feel that David did not rape Bathsheba?
Oh, the moment
He saw her baby and said, "Give me her."
Oh, here you
Brought
go.
her to the chamber and took it. She did not willingly give
I
it.
believe that now you want to yell rape? You want? Oh, here y'all go. Add to the storyline. Okay. What I'm saying is, Big Papa, the King Pooba, called for old girl to come here and told old girl, "I want you. I got a husband. I don't care what your man got to do with me.
What your man got to? I got him, man. Yo,
I got it, man.
what your man got to do with me?
But there's
That's
a video
real.
coming, okay, called The King and Bash. Okay? So
Ah!
I don't know. So I can't confirm that he necessarily raped her. I believe that he called her. I believe that he took her out of her where she was at. I got it, man. But also, this is the king. Listen, I'm not.
She said, "No, he took it." David grabbed Bathsheba. She did not have any rights as a woman. The servant went and grabbed her.
He took her to the room.
That's a theology student right there.
Listen,
What?
but did I say no? No
You
rights.
can't say no to a kid.
You can't say no to Big Papa and the Bear. I don't know
Look,
why.
right.
I don't know why.
He's so extra.
Love it when you call me Big Papa for your hands in the air.
I can't.
With sheer in the bay. I'm done.
No.
I don't
She
know.
couldn't say no. Like if she hadn't said no, that could have been.
She could have been killed. But are you willing to die for love?
You willing to die for your husband?
Are you willing to die for your
He
husband?
died anyway.
No, he got killed. He got
killed.
killed.
He
got-
Down.
They put him.
Because
they put him in the
no,
front.
He got her.
So
He put it-
now here I go being messy.
Oh man.
The
Let's take the
scenario is
storyline.
messy.
I took her. Maybe she said she got a husband. No, that ain't the problem.
I
The problem
know.
is that we slept. You can go back to where you was at. It was what it was. Now you got a kid. Now he gotta die, and you gotta become one of mine. So what I'm gonna do is put a hit on him.
He go
Put him in the front.
battle.
Y'all don't want this. Y'all don't want this
Put him in the
storyline.
front.
Yes,
Raw
okay. I
2022.
do. I remember that part. Yeah.
Put him on the front line. He's
Make
not
sure
gonna
he
make
died.
it. Make sure he died.
They,
But now, as crazy as it sounds, right? She gives birth
To the son.
to Solomon.
Yeah.
The promise. It's
Great.
It's
It's messy. It's
Yeah.
messy.
It's messy.
Out
But it
your,
was
but
out,
he
out-
killed the
messy.
husband because
Out
he
your-
went home and didn't sleep with her.
out your, out
He
your.
set it up. Go home, sleep with your wife.
Right.
Instead, he fell asleep.
But you,
Right.
but you know what happened? 21st century.
She said you missed the step.
The 21st century. Shady vibes. I
The first baby died.
Yeah, the
Ah,
first baby
yeah,
did
yeah,
die.
So he went for a double tap.
because after
No, after the husband
after
was
the
gone.
goals,
That's mine.
This is after. There's nothing
Got
holding.
you. Got
Yeah,
you.
It's messy.
Sharita, I need to get together with you. We need to
She
make it
said, read the
2022.
whole story,
Oh.
preacher.
So
I can't even look at all that right now. Send me Bible verses.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
So no, but like
The
that's
church.
because
why-
because
that's
the
why I
Bible.
because
said-
my question is though, because that's that storyline, but then the Bible does, and those same verse chapter talks about Tamar later on being raped. So it's like, so I'm just saying. Is rape is I have no rights rape, or I said no and you continue rape.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
he still took it. Whether she said no or she had to if it's against your will.
Because I'm
If
it's
a
a-
man
but-
say, "Give it to me, or you're gonna die," are you gonna give it to him? Yes or no?
Yeah. But it's still against my will.
But
I don't
but
want to.
You don't want to, but you felt like you had no choice.
and also
But
though,
the way
but-
the
but-
way the story reads,
but
the
also,
servant
though,
grabbed her, took her to the bedroom. He had her.
but the servant went to go get her, and who told you that I didn't? Just the text doesn't. The text doesn't say. You want to put rape on it? It says that he took her. The servant went to go get what I want and brought it to me, and I had her. Granted, did I convince her? Did I woo her? Did I? It doesn't say. I get you. I get the scenario.
Pulling
The-
straw.
the sacred text wrote according to their preferences.
100%. So now we add to it to create the
Yeah,
narrative because it applies in certain situations, right?
It
Because
makes sense.
it makes sense. Because to
Fact.
be snatched, to be took.
Right.
against
It
your
had to be
will.
rape.
You
Gotcha.
understand what I'm saying? But now that we're here, now
that's
that I brought
crazy.
you here now, what is I had you. They had. But did I woo you?
Fact.
Did I romance you? Did I make this thing something finesse with excellence?
And then Nathan came and told you.
You know, like, that it's just the storyline. Yeah, you
no,
know,
that's a fact.
You wrong.
like did you get here? And I wanted to dine you.
Did you?
And
did
as
you
far as the
even bring
writer,
up your
and as far as
husband?
the writer know, I just had you because he wasn't in the room with me doing what I did. I might have got fruits, candles. This no, because we
never know.
We never.
I wasn't there.
Because it's all about the presentation.
She said actually there is more commentary about the Bathsheba story. There is.
I
So
want
that's
it.
in
I
that's
want it.
in the,
That's
that's in
that's
the
a
more
movie.
when you look in the commentaries in the book.
Well, we got to say because once again, because what you're gonna have to, because if you just go off of had and stuff, we add our own to that.
Right.
Even with the commentary, so you're gonna have to dig.
Fact.
That's why you gotta study, show yourself approved. We're working on not being shady, right? The word of truth. But you have to
she said
be a
you cannot
digger.
go off what you are reading.
Yeah, but you have to go. You have to dig. You just have.
Yeah.
It's required. You just have to. And but yeah.
She said I have a whole 40-page paper
Not
on
a-
this for
40.
Then let's go. I got to dig and go
Huh?
toe for toe because if it's anybody just projecting, then we got a situation. Then because
We got to make this into a movie.
no, in fact, because if I was King David and I called for you, I'm about to give you the best encounter of your life because I want you. I'm not being aggressive. Oh, I just want to bag and bone. No,
Yeah.
yo, I'm about to
finesse.
finesse you. I'm about to take what I got. I got honey. I got cattle. I got food. I got this moment.
Roses.
I got grapes. I'm getting ready to turn you on mentally.
You know I killed Goliath, my guy.
Right,
You
I'm
know,
I'm about to put you. If I
You
just
seen what I did with
if
that
I just
slave
wanted to
guy?
get off,
I don't
I
miss.
got cucumbers. Concubines.
Concubines.
I got cucumbers. Okay. I
But
got
that
oxen.
doesn't, just because you have concubines, that doesn't mean
Right.
that if
But
I see something
Right. But
and
if
I want
just
it as
want
a
it,
king,
now here we go. If I just want to bust a nut, I can bust. But I want you.
but
And
he
not
wanted
only-
to bust a nut with her.
Right. But not only do I want you,
Because it wasn't like she was just
'Cause
chilling
I-
and he saw her walking by. She was bathing.
She was
Okay,
She
so
was
think about this. Think about this. Think about
So
this. Think about this.
lust.
If he just wanted
He
to
knows
nut,
it was
But
lust.
lust is finesse. You
If-
will not make lust as if it's always. No, lust will make you.
do a thing.
Yo, come here. Let me out. Come here.
That
show
wasn't
you
a
here.
come here, Howard.
No.
Go get her.
Go tell.
Bring her to
Tell-
my bed.
go
chamber.
tell
Listen,
her
the king wants
that
you.
the king wants you.
Listen, the king wants
No,
you.
the servant
What?
took her to the king's chamber. It wasn't
But
like
you-
she was
But it,
willing.
The king.
it's all about what she say. Their perspective, their preference.
Whoever,
So
the person
however
who
they-
wrote it, took it
However
as
they wrote it and how they
he,
took the story
he
is
went
how
and
they
said,
how they went
"Go
with
and
it.
get it." And so then the servant
So
went
it
to go and
sounds
get
as if go get her.
then-
He snatched her up and just
it.
went.
And then David.
No, maybe the
Because-
king
because-
wants you.
And let's just think
Okay.
as a man. We're not talking about just a violator. I got women. Women ain't an issue for me. I got them on deck. They're not. They're just not.
At the age of maturity administration.
That's wild.
It was back then. I don't.
Yeah.
I can't.
no,
I
that's
can't
wild.
judge you for things that
What-
I wasn't
what
there
was
for.
And concubines were young girls.
Oh yeah,
spinning up.
not giving no okay to no foul behavior.
Yeah,
You see a
nah.
third friend, somebody preacher.
It's a
But
different
like-
time.
But what
It's a different time. I
if
can't judge
it was
on the time.
just I want to get a nut off, right? Would he have gone back? Would he have gone as far as to kill her husband?
Because she got pregnant.
You got pregnant.
Bump all that.
No, that's the point.
That's
Like,
the reason.
I hear
That's
you.
the
I
story.
hear you.
What
But
we're talking now.
I like this one. I'm gonna do what I can to keep her.
and this is. I'm gonna get in trouble.
Meaning I'm gonna
'Cause
take
the-
her from who she rightfully belongs to.
Fire 716, your boy Big Frank. You're locked in the Big Frank in the morning. And I don't know how we got here, but we're here. We talk about being messy and
Being-
messiness. And I
being-
talked about the Bible. And
Now
I
we got
picked the
real
story.
theologian
Yo.
about
And,
it. We got
And,
real
we
theologian
started talking about
it.
David and Bathsheba, how that was a messy situation. And I think that Jay Cherie and the doctor, I'm gonna put you on blast, talk about being took, being raped in these situations. And I said, the text say so. And Cherie has more documentary stuff that she's going to send me the links to. And then,
The Google Docs.
But I want to get to this point. I said our thought process are different as men.
Yes.
Because you think because I saw you and that you're beautiful that I'm not going to put my best foot forward. Number one, I'm already the king. I have access to things. So the fact that I sent for you to come to me is not.
I want to make you feel comfortable.
I'm not always going for the aggressive dog bark, radical savage. That my delivery. Oh yeah, the writer says, I took her and I did because we had sex.
Fact.
Right.
That's what
it meant.
We had sex. We engaged into sexual transactions, and you can in the storyline because I think God is wise in His delivery of the text and the wisdom of even humanity's errors or whatever. God is in His infinite wisdom allows that storyline to be able to be created to cater to what the need is.
Gotcha.
And when I say that, meaning that not that you're trying to add to or take away, let's broaden, let's add humanity as we know it now, based off the situation at hand. Mm-hmm. And I think you have to use wisdom and God's unction and guidance.
She said no links reading. You need the books, and the Aaron Chief asked me how I know. So you're gonna have to submit your 40-page paper.
Okay, she said something. She said he had to kill her husband so he wouldn't get caught.
Absolutely right.
Caught by who? He's the king.
But you got to remember.
You got
to remember.
He's not exempt from
not even only that.
Not he's the king.
Because but see
she's married and she got
right.
pregnant.
But you thinking of king as king of just a
king
place.
ruler like.
But you got to remember David was given his anointing to be king by God. Absolutely. Once God anointed him to be king, so God gave him things already. God had him open for things already, and that's why the reason why the story is compelling is because we know David to be a man after God's heart. So when he messed up, and someone had to come and be like, "Yo, you
wrong for that.
Wrong.
Trying to hide your
somebody else came and was like, you wrong.
Yeah.
Because if it was
king,
matter,
nothing. He came and said, yo.
If it was a matter of him just being king and it is what it is, he wouldn't went through the extents of killing her.
Right.
Because I wanted her, I took her, I'm king. Like it's like I am king.
Where my challenge was in the text is the fact of using the word rape. Because now rape is so
it's
very, very dangerous word. And some things that we're calling rape hasn't been rape.
Fact.
And there is the yelling of rape, and when it's not.
Fact.
When I took her. Granted, yes, I had her, but you don't know if I finessed her that she became willing. I get the law for as not having rights and those things, but I just don't want to be loose with the word because we have black men who've been accused of having sex with people who have been called rape and got to deal with those consequences.
When I use the term rape, it's basically a sexual encounter against your will, whether it was choice of death or he literally took it. It's still against your will, which is the definition
and the question
of rape.
And the question that I have is, the servant took her.
Right.
But when you came to the room, did you become? Was I able to convince you to do this with me? Was I able to treat? Because this is just me naturally so. Just when I think rape, I just think aggression. I just think I'm taking you no options, whatever. You ain't got to be willing or anything.
That's a fact.
But as a man, this is just going to pursue someone or something that I want. I'm going to try. I'm about to just. Some men do. Rape is a real thing.
Right.
That I'm getting ready to. I'm king. I'm Grand Poobah. I keep saying this. That I'm just gonna my presentation to persuade you.
Right.
To get with me, not just on my kingship, it's just to show you what I got to offer you.
Right.
And the text doesn't give detail. To say that she was willing. It doesn't give detail. It said that she was not. It said that the servant went and took her and brought her to the king and was had. But we had sex, but that delivery of sex is what? We don't know. We wasn't in the room.
Nobody was there.
But
either way, it's a violation against God and the standard.
And it was a violation against her because, like I said, even if he tried to woo, even if he tried to do all this, the fact that she was married and she said, "I'm married," it's still a violation.
How many women say they married?
It's still a violation.
You got 5 wives, husbands. The one you got now ain't yours. And I get it because it also could have, and I tell you, this is where we get in trouble. It could have painted so many options. The fact that even though my husband has been at war already, he's already been gone. I've already have my desires and my needs already. The fact that you came and took me is already crazy. But at the same time, in this moment, I'm also you can paint, and this is where we get in trouble with too much painting of the word.
Yeah,
because you can paint a scenario or a situation. Who knows? How long was he at war? The book might tell it. How long was he gone? I am still a woman. Yeah. I still have my needs. I still get turned on. And the king put me.
But that's creating a narrative as well.
Right.
Because that's what I'm saying. If you go basic text, like if I when I read just basic text, this is just me. I'm not saying anybody else. I'm not a biblical scholar like the doctor. When I'm reading basic text, I see a man walking on his deck, sees a woman bathing naked. Grab her, bring her to my chambers. Okay, had her, got her pregnant. Mind you, in the text, I have a husband. That to me, that doesn't say willing. That's me telling. I'm saying this is just I got me. You, and so I have a husband.
The text, that's what we met. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm saying like when I'm reading this,
right?
Like that, I'm not putting me in when I'm reading this.
Confirm that you're not willing.
But what I'm saying is, I have a husband. It was enough to say if for
Mary, Mother Jesus had a husband too, but she still had sex with God. He wasn't a husband, number one. Number two.
Aggravated.
Right.
Like, no, so now I got you pregnant. I got to cover my sin. I told your husband to sleep with you. He didn't do that. Now I got to kill him. Just based on that story alone, it screams foul. The
story is foul already.
The story is foul. For me, the story screams foul, but the story don't scream rape. Right. For me, it doesn't scream. It talks foul. It talks trying to cover up sin. It talks about going to get stuff you ain't supposed to get your hands off of stuff. It speaks that to me, but it doesn't speak to me. I'm just saying for Frank, when I read the text, it don't scream rape.
Yeah,
and it doesn't scream I'm not willing. You selected me. You grabbed me. You took me from where I was at. I was bathing. Told me the king need me, and we had a I don't know what happened in the room. But all I know is I was had, and now I'm pregnant. Now you want to kill my baby, my real husband. But yeah. Listen to me.
Didn't the baby die?
The first baby died.
The first baby did die.
Okay. Yeah. And he didn't have another baby until after her husband was
years
dead?
later.
Years later. But now at that time she had became part of the
concubus.
She was part of the group.
Part of the group.
Gotcha.
But definitely. So yeah. So yeah. Hot topic. God is not hot topic.
That's our hot topic.
The Lord. We got some real hot topics, I believe. Yeah. Ain't that Father God, forgive me. I'm messy. I know. How dare you take Jesus' mother and just say, wait, she had somebody.
I'm dead.
Yo, Father.
But then, and this is gonna sound weird, but even in there, when you read Matthew, it still take you all the way to back. Joseph.
Take you all.
It's still Joseph.
It is Joseph that makes
Joseph
that makes,
and his son is Jesus.
Yes,
it's still
facts.
It is Joseph.
It is Joseph that makes
it Jesus.
So Sharita said rape was not used in a relation to David because the writers of the text wanted to place in a good light.
Oh, understood. You right to how you want it. That's all
sure.
Okay. So
yes, we got
topics. Yes. This is fairly over. We didn't talk about it. So Nene Leak's son, Brent, is recovering from a heart attack and a stroke, both that he suffered at the beginning of this month. He's only 23 years old, so he is recovering now. We keep him in his prayers.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy to pay $35,000 a month in child support to Melanie B. That's Scary Spice. For their 15-year-old daughter Angel. Angel costs.
Yeah, but you know what? Eddie get got all the time. He get pregnant, then we're leaving you. Like this is your storyline. This is just what happens to you. But you should pay the child support. Matter of fact, I suggest every man that has money who's not on child support, do a 50-day. Put yourself on child support.
No, that's real.
Yeah, no, do it for you. Judge Mathis says this all the time. Don't wait for him to put you on child. You go. Put yourself on child support, and you save those because your receipts don't equate in court.
Facts.
Because she can just say, "Oh, that was just a gift. I don't know what that was for. No, they give it to me." Put yourself on child support. Tyra, if you decide to get out of here, And I got my million. I'm putting myself on child support, and you only getting $2.50. Baby, I love you. I'm
No.
Brandy
Brandy did have she was hospitalized for suffering a seizure, but she is now in recovery.
Brandy,
Okay.
Moesha
The singer.
Rankin? Oh,
Brandy, she actually fell out at one point, and it was because she had a seizure. She was rushed to the hospital, but she has been released and is recovering.
Oh,
I'm
that's
glad
good.
you're doing
That's
good,
good.
doing better. I'm glad you're doing
Ray
better.
J, stay away. She can't take your stress right now.
Listen, like,
Just Ray J, just stay where you at.
Sorry,
Because
You probably wise.
you might be the
Probably
trigger.
reason.
Charlie Wilson. I was about to say Charlie Murphy.
Charlie
Charlie Wilson was given an honorary doctorate of humane ladder at Langston University.
Oh, sweet,
So,
sweet.
congratulations, Dr.
I'm gonna
Wilson.
give you some money. Give me
Dr.
an honorary.
Uncle Charlie.
Dr. Uncle Charlie. I'm
Nice.
sorry, scrolling through. Jaylen Brown is leaving Donda Sports following Kanye's anti-Semitic remarks. He's Jaylen Brown played for the Celtics. So
Is
he
leaving Donda?
Yeah, so he was
Donda.
part of Donda Sports.
What is Donda Sports?
Kanye.
It was
It's a
Kanye.
Kanye
It was a
league?
Kanye thing.
Oh, God.
They didn't even know it existed.
He is no
No,
longer
facts.
affiliated with it because of everything that's been going on
You should stay.
You should
I
stay.
ain't gonna let
with
nothing mess with my money.
That's a fact.
with Kanye. So
Because you definitely gonna get that bag over there.
it is rumored,
I think-
and now
Especially when he died.
it's come up
Please.
exclusive that Taraji P. Henson is now dating Jermaine Dupri.
Okay, Jermaine.
I
Talk to
got
Janet.
this is my thing. Yo, my
To Janet.
Jermaine Dupri done pulled some of the baddest. That's
It's-
crazy.
Looking like a muskrat.
Man, it's 'cause he can dance.
It's the
It's-
music. It's the
so
creativity.
he can dance.
It's the creative power.
He can dance.
And then a man that can dance with two, that's what the song says.
That's what the song says.
That's what the song says. If you ever listen to the wobble, that's what it says. It's
Diddy has now officially become a billionaire.
Okay,
But-
billionaire
So, you
Diddy.
know-
Oh, at the demise,
Right, at the demise of Kanye.
at Kanye not
Yeah.
accepting the deal. Now, okay.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Where were you at yesterday? Okay,
Congratulations.
Rock and roll legend and controversial musician Jerry Lee Lewis has died.
With that great balls of fire.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious, great balls.
87.
Nope. Kevin,
So he
nope.
was not gone too soon.
Right. I was like,
He was 87, so don't nobody scream out, he's gone too soon. The last hot topic, which is actually quite disturbing, Megan Fox basically told Machine Gun Kelly that either he will get her pregnant or he'll have to kill her.
Oh, okay.
extreme. But
She's
So
saying
it was
that.
like no outs. Either you get me pregnant
Or I
or I'm not leaving this. You gonna have to kill me.
what if he can't though? I want to know what the
What if
what's
it's
the real
physically
issue?
possible-
What's the real
impossible for him
issue?
to get
Are
her,
we just
like-
are we not having it, or am
No,
I
so
every
for
time
her,
I'm
it's
worried?
death. Like me and you are gonna be together, continuing this,
Right,
or I'm not. I'm never giving out. Getting out, you're gonna have to kill me. Like,
it's extreme.
see, here's the thing about this statement,
Extreme.
ma'am. If he kills you, he's getting off because you said it.
You
Like,
he's not gonna get off.
he gonna get some
Let's clear the
time
air.
for helping in your
In
suicide.
yours- yes, that's a fact.
in local news, a
That's her parents
12-year-old
is gonna
boy is accused of robbing a bank on Jefferson Avenue.
That MT?
At 11:30, he
Yeah.
reportedly,
Slid window.
went and demanded the cash, got away with it, but then they found him.
Obviously, because he lived.
No,
on the block.
no.
he live around the block.
Back this up here.
He live on the block.
Who
Wait.
gave that boy?
Who?
I got two questions. First question: why he in school?
Right.
It's 11:00 in the morning.
Wait, when was this?
Why?
11:30 in the morning. This was on Friday.
Why is you not in school? Everybody else in school. Where is your parents? One.
This was a survival crime. I guarantee
It probably was.
it was like my mom is going through it. I want to help her. I'm gonna go rob a bank.
Oh
You
my
know,
God.
Shout out to
I-
my man.
I get it, and
Yeah,
that
Trying to
can be
provide
very
for
much
the
true.
family.
But these 12-year-olds, they're different.
They
Yeah,
listen to
yeah,
the
that's true.
music.
They different. I ain't
They
gonna hold
they
you.
ready
They
to
not.
gun the
Sharita
boy
said,
down.
"Who gave that boy a gun?"
Who get it?
What if the gun was fake?
Did he have a gun?
He I don't know how he right.
They said he had a note.
They said he had a note.
They passed the note.
But that's all. But it's technically it's how the procedure goes is that if you're being robbed just to give them the money,
Got you.
you know what I mean? It's just to give them the money.
Yeah.
Now they're gonna probably put like that paint joint that's gonna blow the joint up when you open
That's
it, which
crazy.
is so
Yeah.
gay.
12.
But they gonna do it. They probably ain't do it for the 12-year-old boy, but like they're like,
Dang.
3
Just gonna
people
call
were
the
shot
police.
outside of Buffalo Creek Casino. One was a woman. It was one woman, 2 men were shot outside in the parking lot. So they're looking for more
Dang.
information. They were taken to ECMC and described as stable. They're still looking for any information on what happened with shooting outside the casino. Y'all be safe out here.
You can't go to casino, then leave the casino, and then try to play 4, 5, 6.
And then it was cute. This is a cute, local news. So a guy had an NBC poster. You obviously can't see it, but it says "new baby coming," and they surprised their grandparents.
Oh yeah, I seen that. I was like, that's so nice.
And also, keep in prayer the owners of Ashkers. Their father passed away.
Yes.
So we're just,
praying for them.
It's very great in the community. Do a lot of community work. We're definitely praying for you.
Yeah.
And Niagara Falls police responded to the following 4 incidents. That it was a couple of car accidents, some larceny. This is all in Niagara Falls. Car accidents, larceny, robbery, and a shooting.
No, they all
I think that
the
Ron
same day.
Askers was waiting for his son to get married.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because a week after.
It was a week?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. I said, wow.
See how God will bless you.
Wait, didn't we meet his father?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a...
See, but go through the tragedy. See how God will bless you, though. He'll be like, he'll let you see what you
Yeah.
Facts.
All right, y'all. What's your final thought for the people?
That kind of made me sad.
Man, we only got a few seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, my final thought: stop being messy and don't be offended. Stop being messy, don't be offended, and stop. Grow up and just understand that you will be identified for who you are,
and that's fine.
And that's fine. But stop being messy about it. That's it. I'm good.
Don't take your elevation for granted. Don't fight for something so hard that you never utilize it ever because you took it for granted. You know what I mean? Also, what God makes whole is whole. Don't argue it. Accept it. We spend so much time fighting. God trying to fix you.
Trying to fix.
Stop fighting the fix and let the fix happen.
Let it happen. Just let it happen.
Let it happen to you.
Don't drop the phone in this season because the person that's calling you.
It's the timing.
No facts. Yeah. So and I had it a second ago. Lost it. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. Don't run because things don't look like you want them to look. They're coming together. Yeah. Just stick to it.
The reconciliation.
Yeah. That part. And stop letting church hurt.
Hurt your church.
Hurt your church. Come on.
She got a word in her belly.
Somebody should have a cricket. Maybe we don't. Somebody should be cricketing right now. We need to have that was a good word. Cricket the shirt.
Yes.
Stop letting church hurt your shirt. You steal it, we coming for you.
Right. My words today is to talk well, communicate well. Passiveness is not always the way. Be direct, be real. Whining is not going to get you anything because I don't quite understand how your whining is going to get you what you want because it's not direct communication. So I encourage you to say real words and to be more direct
you ain't even 2 yet.
with what you want. Okay, in the season, it's going down. Be praying in the morning. Holla at y'all Wednesday. Peace, love, soul, grace, mercy,
grace.
In the broadcast, and I'll kind of feel y'all.
Oh yeah.
I can't get this.
Y'all can't get this.
Tea.
I can't get this. This is behind
this.
the
This is the good tea.
It's crazy.
Oh man.
Where did you pick up? Was that on the floor?
What was that?